All right, guys. We are back. Episode 46.
I forgot we were in the 40s.
I
I thought we were in the 30s for a second.
Whoa. Surprise, surprise, Tara.
Surprise.
We're
Wake up.
speeding along.
That's a fun surprise.
Well, guys, we're back.
You didn't have to start over. Or did
I
you want
wasn't.
to? Oh.
I was continuing. This is why Ashley's edits take so long.
I usually just kind of skip forward. I know we start eventually.
Do we need a little like...
I know we need some hype music. Well, guys,
Sorry.
we moved our recording date up. So I have some shorter topics. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and follow us.
We're super entertaining.
Instagram, YouTube,
TikTok.
Spotify, TikTok. What's the other one? Overcast?
Mm-hmm.
Nailed it.
Subscribe on YouTube.
Yep.
Like, click subscribe below.
Ooh, you know what?
What?
If y'all can help us hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm just
Ah.
volunteering you all in this, we will make a music video.
Yeah, we
and
will.
it will be
Yeah, we will.
divine. But
We
we
will.
have to hit 100 subscribers on you.
Thousand.
Excuse me, 1,000. We're already past 100.
We've got friends that can
1,000
help us with
subscribers. And it's going to be a legit music video.
Yep.
Maybe we could
Like
get a
lip
smoke
syncing,
machine.
or is Tara singing the whole time?
No, we can
I
lip
mean,
sync.
if you guys want me to sing, I guess I'll sing. It's fine.
All right. Let's get into some updates.
This is Ashley, Molly,
Kim.
and
Tara.
we are four best friends who, by fate, moved into the same cul-de-sac. We talk all things mom, wife, and woman. We are Moms Take 5. I need to wake up.
Wake up!
Oh my gosh. Okay.
No.
Molly needs
start
to
throwing
do some
things
at
jumping
you.
jacks.
Oh.
Jumping jacks.
Where's the
Jumping jacks.
Where's the sugar?
Oh, I ate some.
She just
I
ate
had
sugar.
a
And she had a-
caffeine. I had a Dr. Pepper.
You
No, it's
crashing
going to hit you
now?
at like 2 a.m.
Yep.
Your
You're gonna
brain
go
at
home, lay
2's
down,
gonna
and
make
just be like-
You're going to film some stuff when you get home. Just like start doing videos.
Do all of my TikToks for the week. There we go. Matt's like, why are you changing again? Why are you changing again?
Don't worry about it, Matt. Go to sleep.
Right?
Busy.
I'm trying
Working.
on my clothes.
I feel like it's been a minute.
It's been
I
a
don't-
1
Yeah.
week.
Oh, 1 week.
Whole 7 days.
Yeah.
Man,
Well,
survived another 7. That's good.
Here we
that's
are.
good. I totally got played today by my kid, guys.
Oh,
yes.
What happened?
My almost 7-year-old likes to fake sick,
Oh.
and I fall for it all the time.
What did he do?
Yeah, what did he say?
Says he doesn't feel good, and then he like his body hurts. Then I feel bad for him.
Oh.
I don't want to send him to school if he's sick. And he will ask, has school started yet? And after I say yes, he's like, "Blah, crazy man.
No.
you should just take him back.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. All right,
I
get
should've
dressed. You
taken
seem
it.
fine. Let's
Yeah.
go.
So I've started to, because Emmy will do it sometimes, and I'll just say, I need you to at least try. She has her watch. I say, I try to go to school. If you still don't feel good after like an hour, you can text me or call me. And I think she forgets about it because I
Yeah.
feel like it's the hardest part is getting there.
Yeah.
And then once they're there, I feel like they forget.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because it's so hard to know when they're like,
And they're
Actual-
telling the truth, and
Yeah.
I'm a sucker.
yeah.
So then we were like, you can't play with friends if you're sick. You're saying no all day. All day you're saying no. And I said, well, that's what happens when you have a sick day. And then he threw over the ottoman, threw it, and it flipped over. And
I would have taken him back right then.
Yeah.
Like, you're
We're
going to
done.
school
Well,
right
this
now.
was
You seem fine.
the ottoman incident was a little later in the
Oh,
day.
okay.
But he clearly was fine. And I was like, probably a little bit nicer because Cody was like, you can't go outside. And I was like, it's just, I want to go outside. So we'll go for a walk. And then he just wanted, I want to go play basketball. Everyone's outside. Molly's whole family is outside.
Sorry.
Way to go.
And then at night, he's like, Mom, I was like, don't even. Don't even. You're going to school tomorrow. But what if I don't? I'll give him his watch and be like, if you don't feel good, you call me. This is BS.
Oh,
and he's
that's
done
so
it
hard.
before.
I
What a
mean,
smart
when they
little
do that,
cookie.
I don't let them go outside. I don't let
Yeah.
them play with friends.
I'm
It's
super
Well,
just
he
like,
strict.
didn't. Yeah, he
Face,
didn't
you
go.
know.
But I did want to like the sun was out for a
I
minute.
know.
And I was
Yes.
like,
so nice today.
It
I
was.
was like, I need to get
Yes.
for my mental health, need to get outside.
Uh-huh.
So we just like went on a short little walk, but he wasn't. Freya came over and I was
Yep.
like, you can't play, buddy.
Yep.
That's when he told me. All I did was tell him no.
Well, I spent my time outside poop scooping, so
Ooh, that's fun.
Good
job.
I thought you were gonna say poopy.
I know.
Like, you got
was-
something to tell us?
I
You
was
got a
sunning
new
my-
spot back there?
yeah, I was
or-
sunning my a-hole.
Scooping her own poop
Ew. No.
from the winter,
No. I know John
fertilizing her grass.
kicks me outside.
Right?
He's like,
It's
you're
like,
not allowed to poop in
Those
here.
canned poops, I can't take it. Get in the backyard.
We back to this. We did so good. How many episodes
We
did
did.
we
It has
make
been a
it without the
few
canned
weeks.
It
foods?
has been a while.
Gotta make
shit.
sure they all still know that
Our new
those canned
listeners are going
poops
to be like,
still
what are, you
happening.
what are you talking about? Don't
Now
worry
they're gonna
about
have
it.
to go back.
Go back and listen. Yeah.
That's great.
I'm going to record it.
I
The
really
sound.
am interested in the whole sunning.
Oh, I thought you were going to say canned poop.
No, I'm not interested in that.
Can you take a picture next time?
Yeah.
I'm interested in the sunning your beehole.
Yeah. Did you
Because
see that
I've
thing
heard
that,
that,
was,
people
What?
have like significant benefits from it.
I'm going to start doing it.
Like tanning the bum hole?
Just
Yeah.
putting it right in the sun.
Right in the vitamin D.
So what are you doing? Bending over, bare ass?
Yeah,
and
just lay out and lift
your-
those legs up.
But if okay, I was gonna
Get
say
that
'cause
butthole
if you just
exposed.
lay, your bum hole's still covered, so you
Yeah.
literally have to spread them.
We could be
Yeah.
on your elbows and knees and just
Yeah, that's true. You can
Oh, yeah,
do a
I'm
little
comfortable with
down
that.
your
Yeah.
downward dog with your beehole out.
yeah.
Spread them.
Do you remember back in the day when people would put alcohol in their butt?
Yeah.
What?
Does it hit your system faster?
Yeah.
I've heard of people doing drugs in the butt.
Yeah.
Oh, I,
mean,
mean
it
that.
is-
Yeah.
But like the sun, I feel like your skin on the rest of your body would absorb it just
Oh, no.
as well as your
But what-
butthole.
what-
Nope,
Oh, no,
straight
it's
to
great.
the beehole.
Is it like
Vitamin
vitamin
D,
D?
like-
Okay, so it helps
like
with
it
vitamin
just makes
D
your-
stuff.
Have
Okay.
a like super positive day.
I'm gonna start doing it.
Start sunning your butthole in the
Just
morning.
Don't look in my yard in the morning.
Right?
Yeah, no one peek over the fence.
Gonna be out on the kids'
I'm gonna
trampoline.
do- I don't have a trampoline. You are gonna be out.
I
yeah.
know.
Okay.
Ashley will be
I have
on
a
your
trampoline.
trampoline.
Yeah.
Right? She'd be like, "Don't
Sorry,
look
Matt.
out here." That's all.
So
Ashley's
gross.
out there with her butthole out again.
I like hang blankets all around my trampoline, so and I'm just in the middle.
Right?
Oh my god.
That's actually a good idea.
I know. That's the only way I could think of it working.
It's not
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
Right?
no.
You should try it.
Yeah, let me know
Let
how it
us
goes,
know.
will you?
I think that house,
You have the tannest
the
butthole around.
house behind us is tall.
Yeah.
I think they'd see it no matter what.
You think?
Sorry, butthole.
That's the thing is our backyard
no,
neighbors.
sorry,
for
neighbors.
sure see.
About the butthole.
I'd be like,
I
mind
mean,
your
they
business.
could be buttholes. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Maybe they like it. They're like, hey, you haven't been out there for a while.
I didn't say maybe they like buttholes. I said maybe
No.
they are buttholes.
Maybe, but maybe
Oh.
they like the
But
buttholes.
buttholes might like buttholes because
Yeah.
they're familiar with them.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Next.
That's great.
This is uncomfortable. I'll change the subject.
I not.
Cool.
That's the first I've learned about happy butthole.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to do some research on this.
Yeah, I'm doing
Yeah,
it.
me too.
I just wonder if you like stand in your window too and get direct sunlight to the beehole. Would that work also?
Oh.
Or
Your
Or is
neighbors
it
have
too-
to be.
is there like too much of a filter?
Too.
I know.
I do get some great afternoon light.
Yeah.
By
She's gonna be
by
on
my
her desk.
backsliding door.
gosh.
No, the
Yes.
backsliding door.
Oh, we're gonna.
I'm on just watching the circle with my one eye.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that movement over there. At 903, there was a cat that crossed the street.
We'll put some lashes on there so it's
Whoa.
mascara it up so they
Oh,
can't
okay.
tell, you know. Have to really look.
I'll just avoid that
Yeah.
window.
Yeah.
We'll let you know next week.
Yeah,
how
we
it
know
goes.
how it goes. Yeah.
So you guys want to join
Update.
us? Well, not like actually join
No.
us, but like
Do it and let
Do
us
it
know
and let
how
us
it
know.
goes.
Yeah. Or if someone's done it, I want to know. Like,
Yeah.
did you feel happier that
Yeah,
day?
DM us on Instagram. Let us know.
sunning the beehole.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Interesting enough,
Mm.
my friend Mel Robbins.
Oh yes.
Does she send her beehole?
She no, but I should ask her. She talked about like true happiness. She said 50% of happiness is like genetics. Like you might come from just a bubbly, happy, genetically family. So you're just naturally kind of like, oh, I'm sunshine and happiness, right? Or you might have a kind of a meh genetic background, right? So maybe you have that in you. But she said you're in control of the whole other 50%, which is kind of interesting.
So you can either be 50% or
Or 100.
yeah.
No, but I think what she's saying is like,
Shit.
even if you've got a shit background, don't worry. You've got this other great 50%
No,
that you can like flip it
I'm
around
not in the
and
mood.
find some.
I'm at like 10%.
You're in the meh. You're in the meh zone.
I think that's so true because I've had so many people recently like, how are you so positive? Number one, it's social media. So, of course, I'm only showing the positive and the
Yes.
happy, but I think I am naturally
Yes.
positive, and I think it is. My family was always pretty much like that.
Yeah.
Like, we were never like meh.
No.
Yeah,
And we
your
laughed
mom's
at-
like happy.
Yeah.
and-
Mhm.
And we laughed at everything.
Yep.
Like, if you're in my house, you're hearing laughter. And if it could be either us teasing, like even being mean to each other, we'd be laughing about it. It's like my video today, I called one of my kids turds and was laughing. And somebody's like, did you just call your daughter a turd? I was like, yeah. It's a great term.
For
a
me,
term
I'm like,
of
that's-
endearment.
Yes.
Nothing.
We
Normal.
always teased in my house.
Si-
So yeah, I could
Same.
totally see that
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
what is that? Predispositioned?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Start
Good
laughing.
I know.
at
I thought it
everything.
was interesting. I know.
laughing
that
at
was-
everything.
Why are you seeming so pissy all of a sudden?
I just feel like I'm so grumpy. So I'm gonna start doing stuff to make myself happier.
You should.
She's like, we're talking about happiness.
I know.
Right?
I'm like
Right.
Oscar the Grouch. Where's my garbage can?
It's like the whole like saying of like the two brothers that were raised by an alcoholic, abusive dad or whatever.
Oh yeah, that saying.
This is literally it. Have you heard it?
No.
Really?
And one
I've,
is
like, heard
happy
this
and
multiple
something,
times
the other
throughout my
one's
life.
not.
So it's like I don't think it's true. It's just kind of like a perspective thing. So the brothers grow up and one becomes extremely successful, happily married, great family, kids, blah, blah, blah. The other one is like in and out of prison, struggles with addiction.
Because some people learn from it and other people use it as an excuse.
Right. Yeah. And they both get sat down by an interviewer and they say, what made you who you are today? And their answer was both the same.
Yeah.
My dad.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like one decided to say, oh, I mean, I learned what not to do. Right. So I'm going to make my own path. And then the other one's like, oh, all my issues are because of,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
it's interesting.
Yeah.
We do
I'm
have
not-
a choice.
I'm not actually pissy. I'm
It
really
just
not.
She
seemed
just-
funny because all of a sudden you're just like,
She just threw a chair. She threw a freaking chair across the room.
Yeah, we just edited that out.
Calm
Oh my
down.
gosh.
Just kidding.
There is video.
they can
Quick,
see
Ashley,
that she did not.
Director Tara over here. Throw it harder.
Come on.
Well, what
Do it
updates?
for
No
the
more?
tube.
That's it.
My husband was gone half the
yeah.
week. I'm just like single parents and military parents. Like you rock. And honestly, like during the day, of course, it's the same because that's my life. Like
Right.
he's at work, but at night it's like, oh man, just to have that extra person helping. And in the mornings, he helps before they go to school.
Yeah, to not get any relief.
No.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah, the
And when they
witching
all got
hour
like a
and-
cough and congestion, I was like, of course you guys are all sick.
Do you think it's easier for him to leave or for you to leave? Like, who do you think it's harder on?
Probably him. I just don't think he's used to
Yeah, it's a little.
all
Bit
of the
of a
kids all
shock.
of the time. Like
Mhm.
it's not like he can't handle it. It's just more shocking than me
Mhm.
because that's the majority of my life is
Yeah.
these
Right.
kids,
Right.
where he spends a lot of time at work.
Yeah.
So-
Like your few hours in the evening are different, whereas most of his day would be different.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Oh.
So I'm like super behind on sleep. I can't sleep when he's gone. And then for some reason, we never have kids in our bed, but for some reason my 4-year-old was in there every single night and she is the worst sleeper. I had no clue. She
attacking
moves
you.
so much. I'm like, do I have multiple bruises on my back? Because it just felt like she was kicking all night. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Isn't
She's
that
dreaming.
Oh, that's so hard.
She was in a fight.
You're trying to get sleep. That's Freya. She is such a wild sleeper.
Oh,
I'm getting punched in the face by her all the
I'm sorry. I'm
time.
so glad I never had
She
my
comes
kids in bed.
halfway.
I love snuggling them for like a couple seconds, but
Mhm.
then don't want you moving. And then there was one night that she got up multiple times and was just like walking around the house. So I don't know if she was sleepwalking, but it creeped me out.
Yeah.
And Matt's not there to like laugh about it with
Yeah.
you, and you're like, "Ugh."
Just multiple times I would hear
go out
like
there?
little
Like,
footsteps.
yeah, they're little tee, 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 tee.
Yeah. And I'm like, what is she doing out there? I don't want to go check.
Did you hear?
Yeah.
Ew. No.
But there was one night that it happened multiple times.
I wonder if she's
What?
gonna be a sleepwalker.
I'm like, I
too.
wonder if you do this more
maybe
more
you're-
often than I know
Yeah.
because I'm in more
Just put a
of
camera
like a
out there and then
deep
watch
sleep.
it.
Yeah.
Put on like motion and see how many.
And
maybe
then
she
I
gets
woke
and
up.
parties in the night.
Well, I woke
Seriously?
up the next. This was after this was the night that she walked around a ton because I remember waking up multiple times and just hearing her little footsteps, and it would creep me out. And then I'd be like, okay, I think it's just Lucy. But we woke up and
I think I'll just.
the basement lights were on. So at one point she went all the way to the basement.
What?
Really?
Yes.
Oh, hell, that
What?
would freak me out.
That makes me nervous. As
Just
an
close the
Like,
Lock
you don't
your
want her
door,
to,
Molly.
you don't want her to like open the front door.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know
what
what I'm
if she
saying?
goes outside?
Well,
Well,
be
yeah.
a child lock.
It's locked, but
Well,
there's a lock up higher.
Oh,
We'll
that's
have to
good.
do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she does that. I know sometimes she will go out and fall asleep on the couch. I don't know why.
Oh my word.
So yeah, she's a great sleeper.
That's great.
So I'm super. And last night, finally, Matt was home and he was out because he woke up at 4, which was actually 3 because of daylight savings time to get on the flight. And then he was out at like 10, and I stayed up watching a couple shows, and then I couldn't sleep. I get like, do you guys get this? It's like PMS,
insomnia.
insomnia.
Oh.
You guys not?
I don't know if I do.
I'm a terrible
I'm
sleeper.
just a
also.
Oh.
night owl in general, but
No, I get like, there's like usually a couple nights right before my period that
Then it gets really bad.
I can't sleep.
That's fun.
And that's like a newer thing.
Derek just pulled something out of our cooch.
not out of my couch.
What are you doing over there?
She found something.
She did find something. There's something in a tissue over there.
It was tissue.
In your
Sure.
pants?
Yes. Yes, fools.
Toilet paper.
It was
It was
hanging
a
on.
boner. Sorry, I had a boner.
Pulled a
Did you
boner out
poop
of your-
before you came here and washed a little tissue?
Oh no.
I was like, what is that?
Feel something.
Oh, it's like a whole roll. Ew, don't sniff it. Gross. Oh my gosh.
Oh shit. That's
Yeah.
creepy though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freya will do, she doesn't sleepwalk. None of my kids, thank goodness, that would trip me out. But she'll wake up. She's done this since she was little. Like I remember like waking up and getting ready for work super early in the morning. And all of a sudden I'd be like, gosh, I feel like someone's staring at me. You know, and I turn my head and it's Freya sitting up in bed, wide-eyed, still as ever, and just staring at me. And I'd be like, ah, you know, she still will do stuff like that. Like she woke up the other morning and she just like peeked her head around the corner and I was like, oh, I feel like someone's over there. And I look up and she's just staring. I'm like, ah.
Well, Lucy's the
Creeps
one that's
me
done it the
out.
most too, where she's like at my bed
Gosh.
just staring. And she won't say anything.
Jack did that the other day. I like felt a presence and I was like, oh, there's a
Yes.
kid. And I was like,
But like it's like out of deep sleep that you can be woken up.
Yes.
And they don't
Yes.
even say anything. And they're
No.
just staring. You're like,
I know.
You're like, how long have you been there, number
Right?
one? Like how long have they been standing there?
Right.
breathing
And
in
number
your-
and number 2, can you just wake me up?
just tap
Yes.
me
like
nicely.
tap
Just-
me.
don't
Don't
just-
just stare at me really close.
Yeah, in silence.
That's
You
how
little
you
creep.
like
dark.
impulse
Yes.
just punch
Right?
'em.
I know.
I know.
It's actually really lucky that it's not happened.
Like reflex.
Jack literally was like right here, and I was like, dude, he's like, can you just give me time for this thing? I was like, go. No, I was like, yeah, but then go. Close the door on your way out. I'm trying to sleep.
Leave me alone.
So yeah, who knows? Maybe she sleepwalks and I just didn't know because I actually am sleeping.
I
That's
slept
crazy.
walk
Lock your doors.
one time that I know. One time. And it might have, I think I got drunk that night too.
That's what it
But
was.
this was back before I met Mark. Like it was me and my roommate. And we were tired, right? We both go to bed after a fun night out. And I remembered like a dream that I like grabbed a cereal box and was like eating cereal. And I woke up and there was a cereal box next to my bed with crumbs everywhere. And I was like, and my girlfriend was like, dude, legit, I was freaked out because I swear I heard something downstairs. That is the only time. So I think I got a box of cereal and then went right back to bed. And there it was in the morning.
All over the place. Half of it made it to your
Half
mouth.
of it into my mouth.
Oh my gosh.
Good times.
So yeah, that's my update. So I also wore the same outfit 3 days in a row because I like showered halfway through one day and wore it, and so I was like, I only got half a day out of it. So I wore it the next day,
Yes.
and then the next day I had to take the kids to school, and it was laying right there. So I was like, well, I'll put it on and then I'll shower when I get home. But I didn't shower till like 2. So I'm like, that's like almost 3 full days of this outfit.
That's so unlike you, though.
I know I usually just laundry.
Because you'd always say, even if I put it on for a little bit, you'll wash it.
I know. Matt gets so mad.
See, I do
I
that.
wear stuff all the
Oh,
time.
yeah, I totally.
I rewear it all the time. I
Mhm.
mean,
Sometimes I sleep in it and then wear it
Yeah.
the next
Yep.
day.
yeah.
Yep.
You know, I wear it
100%.
till there's a stench.
So you got streaks and a sweaty butthole.
She's like,
I'm kidding. Yep. Yeah, that one needs to go in
time.
the washer.
that one needs to be washed.
Better
I'm
change.
kidding.
Just kidding.
I'm like I totally do it now. I was like, really wasn't bad, and it didn't smell terrible.
Mhm.
But I'm like, I am on social media quite a bit, showing up every day in the same outfit. Like,
It's
slightly
me again.
concerning. I recorded all of these on the same day.
Yeah.
They're like, weird, you were talking about different days.
Right? Right? They're like, you're good, man. You're real good at this.
I'll even like wear something and then like lay it out and then wear it like a couple days later or something. You know what I mean?
If I don't wear it for a long time.
Otherwise, that's a
yeah.
ton of
And
laundry.
especially
I know.
like sweatshirts where you wear
Oh
something
yeah,
under it and then it's only on the top.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like, it barely touched my skin.
right.
Yeah. It's true. I mean, I don't have to do the laundry anymore, so I don't
Show off.
I'm not worried.
She's like, I'm wearing this for 2 hours. She's turned into the
right,
kids.
right.
I gotta change.
Yeah.
Put on a new
Change.
outfit. I'm just gonna wear something different.
Yeah,
He's kicking some trash though at that. Tell you what.
That's
For
awesome.
4 weeks now, I've been doing my laundry and folding it
Mm.
as I take it out of the dryer.
Yeah.
4 weeks. That's impressive.
That's you've created a
game
new
changer.
habit
Mm-hmm.
at that point. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It is it's way more satisfying, that's
Yep.
for sure.
That's like the whole like what do you call it? Shutting down the house or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
House reset.
Reset
Yeah.
or yeah.
I've been doing that pretty good, and I did it every night Matt was gone, and then Sunday night he was home, and I was like, I'm so tired. I was like, I did this the whole time you were gone.
Did you
And
take
then-
pictures so you had proof?
Well, it was nice when he got home because he got home pretty early, so the kids had not
Mm.
destroyed it yet.
Nice.
It happens so.
So
Fast.
fast.
And I know we know this, but you came. There are toys everywhere. There's just toys everywhere.
You need your basement done.
I know.
It'll
I
be
know.
glorious.
It will be.
have somewhere
My
to put 'em.
basement's done, and I still have toys everywhere.
you start chucking them
But
down
a lot
the stairs.
less.
I know.
Right?
What if they were all upstairs?
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Like my house will look crazy in minutes.
Mhm.
I know anybody can, but
I know
anybody's house with
his
kids.
sister stopped by with like a cupcake for me, like as a nice treat.
yeah.
She's like, I did this for Matt when you were gone, so I thought I should probably do it for you. I was like, well, thank you. But I was like,
cute.
I would say this is a mess, but this is actually looking pretty good for the circumstances. I mean, I've been alone this was like Friday or Saturday that she came by. It's like, I've been alone for a long time. But there was like shoes everywhere, and Van is just a disaster. He will he will just destroy anything the other day the kids put we've got 3 bins of shoes. Like
Yeah.
a bin for one, like the girls share a bin, the boys share a bin, and then we do. He empties them daily. Then the kids went and spent time organizing them, putting them back, and like 2 seconds later you hear crap flying and him laughing. He's giggling. The kids were like, Van!
Oh.
Because he's throwing the shoes.
and laughing. I'm like, you are such a little shit.
Jack's
Oh, it's so cute.
Jack's job is to clean up Fozzie's toys that are out and around. And when you touch one of Fozzie's toys, he goes after that one. So Jack gets really frustrated because whatever toy he's touching, Fozzie's like trying to get it. He's like, Fozzie, so he'll like throw one and he'll like try to clean up a bunch, you know, like,
Trying to keep him
it's so
occupied.
funny. He's like, ugh. He gets really frustrated.
Like, don't touch him.
Jack lost his second top front tooth today.
Oh, that's right.
He lost the other one the other day. So funny.
All I want for
He can't
Christmas
talk.
is my 2 front teeth.
You
Get
should
a
hear him
little
try to
bit
talk.
less.
Oh, so
Yeah.
he lost both fronts?
Now he's lost both today.
Oh, I need a picture.
Yeah, I know. I didn't take any. I was FaceTiming my mom after it came out, and we were both dying. He kept like, like pulling his
Felt
lip
weird.
down. He was like, yeah.
That would feel so weird.
Mm.
I know we've all been
Maybe.
there before, but
Yeah.
I don't really remember.
No.
A little while ago.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Yeah.
A few years ago.
That's funny.
That's cute. Freya went and got a new set of nails today.
Oh.
Oh.
She did chores and earned some money, so she got to pick out another set. She's so excited.
Her ones on the other day or the last week were looking good.
I know. And she already wanted a new pair. I was like, okay, but you got to buy it with your own money.
So Cody and I go to dinner, and he's like digging in his pocket, and he's like, "What the hell?" And he pulls out this. I was like, "Is that a Freya nail?"
It was.
Sure enough, he had a Freya nail in his pocket. And I was like, "Why do you have that?"
I know.
And he was like, "I think I was picking up the basement, and I found it, so I put it in my pocket."
Like thinking he was going to throw it away.
That's hilarious.
I laughed so hard. I legit just pictured like Freya being like, will you hold on to this for me until I just could picture her saying
I remember multiple times her taking off, be like, I've got to go glue on a nail.
Yes.
Like, okay. She's like, I'll be right back. Just running out of our house, going back. I'm like,
Yep.
okay.
She's all about her nails. I know she gets them on and like, you know, it's like you get your new set. Like she's the way she touches everything and grabs and like mom, she'll just want to like show me things with her nail. So cute.
That's so fancy.
It's so fancy.
No?
Yeah. We take a little trip to CVS. That's where she likes to get her nails. And Rock took a couple bucks from his piggy bank and he got to pick out just whatever he could with his money. He picked out a cute little bunny, you know? And then, of course, we're leaving. Mark was in the car with Zeta. And we get in the car and we're driving off and Rock goes, Mom, I can't believe you didn't get me the Paw Patrol sprinkler sprayer. And I like immediately pissed off. And I'm like, Mark and I look at each other. I'm all, dude, you picked out the bunny. We looked at the sprayer because he had enough for either one. They were like $7. I'm all, you said you wanted the bunny, bro. I can't believe it, Mom.
Oh my gosh.
And Mark looks at me. He's like, just one of these times I just want to feel like we've won. Like we did something good.
Nope.
I started laughing about, babe, I know this is every day.
I had like one of those mom moments that you don't want to have, but because we went to Target, we surprised Matt. We filled his room with like hearts with like his office with like things we love about him, and then we got some of his favorite treats, and
Oh.
so we did that. We went to Target, and I was like so tired and hungry. I was like, we're just gonna stop at Chick-fil-A, and one of my kids was like, can I get a drink? I was like, nope. Why can't I get a drink? I was like, we're not getting drinks. He's like, can I just get a lemonade? I was like, well, we're not going to Chick-fil-A now. Because it's like, you be grateful for me like,
I know.
do you guys
It's
understand?
expensive
Yeah,
when
I was
you
like,
go out to
yes.
eat the whole family.
feeding. Well, usually 6 of us.
Yes.
Now it's 5 of us. Like, it's not cheap, dude, and I'm not going to buy you drink every single time.
Right.
And you should not expect it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, none of us get to go.
Yeah.
And luckily, like, the other ones handled it very good, but I'm sitting there internally like, I really wanted Chick-fil-A. I
Right.
didn't want to make anything at home.
Right? Now I'm suffering.
Yes.
Yeah. But good job for holding
I know.
strong,
Mhm.
dude. That is so hard.
It is so hard.
The worst.
I think I told you guys the other day I like pounded my hand down on the table. They were complaining about what I made for dinner. And I was like, you know, you're at the
Oh,
witching
yeah.
hour. You've already been feeding them all day.
Yeah.
Sorry. So I've never done that before. I just pounded my hand down. I was like, if you can't what did I say? If you can't appreciate what you have, then you cannot eat. Like they both looked at me like, oh shit. Cause I don't do that. But Mark was like, are you okay? I'm like, no,
No.
I'm not okay.
Give me a minute.
I'm angry.
Like gentle parenting went out the freaking door. Mark's always so sweet. He'll be like, I agree with mom. And I'd be like, babe, do you need to take a break? Do you need to take a break? Like, you know, like he shows his support and then he's like, do you need to like go take a second?
Yeah. Yeah. I saw the funniest video. Did someone send it to me or did I just come across it? The mom's like buckling in the kids and she's like all angry and she's like, you two know better. You don't act like this. And it's not like real because there's no kids in the car.
Right.
But it's face anyway. So she's like, yeah, and you guys and she's like, right? And he's like, yeah, what she said. You guys know better, you know, like just going along with it. It was like this long video. It was
I
hilarious.
think I know the couple.
Yeah.
They're mostly in the car when they do those things, right?
I have never seen him before.
Oh, okay. There's a
But it
couple
could-
that will do
that-
that
maybe
with
that's
the
their thing.
skits.
Yeah.
It's cute.
I don't
Oh
even
my
know where I
gosh.
saw it, but it was hilarious. I was like, good job, husband. Support
Right,
that mama.
right. He's like, yeah, what she said. Yep.
Well, she said.
Yeah.
Right.
It is so hard though when you go out of your way. We went miniature golfing on Friday,
Yeah.
and of course there's 8 billion video games like on the way in, and we were like, we're not playing any games. I give them plenty of warning.
Yep.
But on the way out, it's like, mom, and
Yep.
it's like it's not cheap to do these activities,
Right,
And
I
then,
know.
like to spend like $5 on a game.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, and
Lena's like, dude, we just miniature golfed.
yeah,
We just
Yeah.
had a freaking blast, did we not?
Yeah.
No,
I
But it
had
ruins
so much
everything.
fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the
Yeah,
whole night is like down the drain.
Yeah,
No.
just
Yeah.
like
That one thing.
changes the like your attitude. I don't
It was
know.
just such a small thing too, like a drink.
Mhm.
But I already told them no, and they got attitude. So like, why can't I have a drink? And I
Yeah.
was like,
Ooh.
you're not getting anything now,
Right?
Done.
Yeah.
And we're done.
No. And then it's like, well, I do feel bad for the other two because they really didn't do anything. But it's like, how I'm not gonna buy everybody but them
You
Chick-fil-A.
can have a
Right.
cold hot dog
Yeah.
when we get home.
Make yourself dinner.
Make
So
it
it's
out.
like, is it a parenting win because you're trying to teach, but like
I know.
the other two are also your
know.
kids, and
It's
they're
We don't know what the hell we're doing.
I
We
know,
don't. We're just,
right?
we're just,
I know.
we're all trying.
I told my kids, I was like, I'm sorry I raised my voice and pounded the table. I didn't mean to scare you, but I was like, look, it's okay if you don't like dinner. It's okay. You can have your opinion. You can feel that way. But I said, how you share it is what makes the difference. You know,
yeah.
like, good grief. Like, that's when it was like, Mark and I were like, look, it takes a lot of time and money to get food like this. There's kids around the world that don't get food. It's like the classic parenting.
Oh yeah.
There's kids who don't eat around the, but seriously, we're
Yeah.
like, y'all have it real good.
Oh yeah.
Real good.
I do
Like-
that too. Or where you set it down, and they're like, ew.
Uh.
I'm like, okay, number one, I just spent time making this. Number two,
Right.
you haven't even tried it.
Exactly. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Don't
at least
say ew.
right.
I didn't want to make this to begin with.
Right.
You're making it worse.
Like, I'm like, look, okay, I know that as an adult, there's things I don't like. There's
Yeah.
things I don't like or I don't feel like it. So, like, you can feel that way too, child. You know what I mean? But
No.
you got to be nice about it.
Right?
Just got to be nice about it.
Ew.
No.
Not in Ashley's house.
No. Just eat it, little
You have to
effers.
eat it,
Just eat
shove
it.
it in her mouth. I remember one time, I used to hate hot dogs as a kid.
Oh.
And my mom made pigs in a blanket. She's all, this is what's for, and look, like, I get where she's coming from. Totally get it. But I was like, I hate hot dogs, Mom. She's all, you eat it. She didn't do it like that. She was like, well, you got to eat it because it's dinner time. I'm like, I remember I tried to eat it. I literally threw up in my mouth. I had to run to the sink.
Did Nick learn this from you?
Does he?
Yeah, with everything, right?
Now
If
I'm
it's not what
fine
you
with hot
wanted.
dogs, but he does that. Yeah, I know.
Do you know
They-
Matthew ate tomatoes today?
Oh,
I was
that's
shocked
nice.
Hey.
because I just made him his thing, and he came home from his friend's house. And
What's
he-
his thing? Like a sandwich?
No, it was the what's it called?
The basil
Wrap.
caprese.
Oh.
No, the something wrap, crunch
Crunch
wrap,
Wraps.
supreme,
Yep.
whatever. Anyway,
Oh.
yeah, like the
Almost
Taco
said
Bell.
cunt wrap.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds really wrong.
A cunt wrap
A cunt
Wow.
wrap.
Nope.
from the lab.
Crunch wrap.
Crunch wrap supreme.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
So I
homemade.
made those. Yeah, so
Huh?
fancy.
Sounds good.
Anyway, so I had put like lettuce and tomatoes on all of them. Everybody ate it, but
Ooh.
Ava was like, "Mom, there's tomatoes on that." I was like, "Shh, don't say anything. Just like, let's just watch to see what he does." And Jack was like, "There's tomatoes on that." He's like, "Oh, I don't care." And he's like, "I'll try it." And so he ate it. And I was like,
Hey.
We do that to Megan all
"Just
the
throw
time.
stuff in there." You're like, "Shh, don't say anything." She'll eat it. Don't even know it.
She
Right?
has things that she thinks she doesn't like, but every time we make something with it in there, she has no clue. And
Yeah.
then my kids will be like, Megan, there were nuts in there. I'm like,
Yeah.
Stop that.
I know.
they always have to rub it in.
She's like, that's why I didn't like it.
Right?
Right? The whole plate's empty. I hated that.
That's hilarious.
Why do kids do that?
I don't
Oh
know.
my
gosh.
My kids will always, they'll want to take turns on sitting at the head middle chair. Where Mark usually sits, right?
Yeah.
And it's fine. Like, we're like, fine. But they have to take turns because Rock and Freya will argue over it. So when it's like Freya's turn, she'll sit down. She'll be like, I'm like, oh, I swear, if you're going to rub it in, no one's going to sit there. Like,
Yep.
they always, and Rock will do the same thing
They're
to her.
just
I'm like,
at each other all the
"Good
time.
grief." Yes.
Noah and Emmy are terrible at it.
Yeah,
Really?
Matthew and
Yes.
Ava are really bad. Well, Jack
Trying
is
to get under their skin. I'm like, do you guys like each other?
Oh my gosh.
Right?
This is my life.
Seriously. Like, I could tell Emmy likes Lucy at some points, and I could tell they all like Van. But I'm like, do you know Noah and Emmy? Do you like each other, right?
Right?
Like, you used to be really good friends. Remember that?
I know. I was going to say, I thought they were always really
They
tight.
were, but
man.
now they're just like at each other all the time,
No.
trying
Mine
to
all go
piss
through
each other
there.
off.
They're mostly all just hate each other. And then every once in a while I'm like, oh, you guys are actually like
Like,
talking.
oh, that's cute. Yeah. You said hi.
yeah.
Good job.
Being assholes to each other.
Rock and right. Rock and Freya are like the best frenemies
Oh.
because they actually will go sit and just play and every day. It's
Oh.
so cute. But then all of a sudden, Freya will be like, "Get out of my room," and then Rock's like, "No, I don't want to." You know, but
Nope.
it's just up and down.
I don't even
Noah
get that
and Emmy
lucky.
used to be that way, so just
Say what?
fair warning. I said Noah and Emmy used to be that way.
Did they? Great.
Just kidding. They still have their moments, but it feels like more often than not they're trying to just get at
Get
each
at
other.
each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Just the smallest of dumb things too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just stop looking at me.
Mhm.
Oh.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Stop looking
Why
at
are you
my
looking
window.
at me like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why'd you say okay like that?
Yes. Yes.
Serious.
That's when the mornings are the worst
Yes.
for me because I'll be laying in bed and I just wait. Just wait for it as they're getting their breakfast ready and they're like, I'm like, what the hell? So I go out there like, well, I was trying to get a plate and he just sat there and looked at me and I was like, can you move please? And I was like, well, maybe it has something to do with the way you said it. And Matthew, if she's reaching for the plate, you could just nicely move out of her way. You know, I'm like,
Right.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
or like
trying to look at both sides.
she smiled. I was like,
Yeah.
who the hell cares if she smiled? Well,
Yes.
it was
a
I got in
mean
trouble
smile.
and then she smiled
Yes.
at
Yes.
me. I'm like,
Yeah. All the time.
it's a smile.
Why were they looking at me like that?
Yes.
Like, who cares? Just look the other way and ignore it. Don't
Yes.
react to it. They're doing it because you're giving them a reaction.
That's why I tell them all the time. I was
Yep.
like, just ignore him. I
Yep.
can't.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
That's
Why are you
Freya's thing
chewing
right now.
so loud?
It's the worst.
I know. She'll say, "Mom, Rock's looking at me." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Well, honey, the only way you're going to know if he's looking at you is if you're looking at him."
Right.
But he keeps staring at me. Well, don't look at him. And then you like, it's not even gonna
I want to solve the problem. And that's when I started telling my kids, you guys, let's be problem solvers, not problem makers. Like just stop. Just solve it by ending it.
Noah's a big
Doesn't
thing
work.
with like sounds eating.
Yeah.
Always has. And so Emmy's eating really loud. I'm like, dude, move. Like, there's multiple ways that
Right.
you could resolve this.
Seriously.
Because she's
She's like,
just
but I could
eating.
still hear
Yeah.
her all the way over there. I was like, you don't know that. Move all the way over there and we'll see.
Yeah.
I feel like Nick and Tyler never get to that. They just wrestle.
Might be better.
They
Honestly.
don't, like
It's
they
true.
don't really. Sometimes they'll do the like, haha, I got this.
Yeah.
But usually it's like, and then they just go at each other.
Maybe I should just tell them.
Physical.
Well, that's when I almost bought the boxing gloves. Remember when I was like, I'm gonna get the
Yes.
gloves and just be like, get them on, put the gloves on, go for it.
Oh,
I know. I'm kind of done with that when they're like, oh, so-and-so kicked me. I'm like,
Yep.
kick him back. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so done.
Yeah,
with-
we've got a limit.
I
You know? We
love
can only handle so much.
Freya lately, she'll like antagonize Rock, right? And then Rock finally is like, and he like hits her in the back hard. And then she's like, he hit me. And I'm to the point where I'm like, well, Rock, you shouldn't. At first, I'm like, Rock, why are you hitting your sister? Like, oh my gosh, Freya, are you okay? And now I'm like, well, what happened before?
Right?
What, tell me the whole story.
Why exactly did he hit
Right,
you? What
yeah.
were you
Yes.
doing?
And then she'll
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like giggle. I'm like, exactly.
Yeah.
It is hard when you don't see it happen.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm like, I can't really get mad at either of you because
I know.
Yes.
I know how much you egg it on.
Yes,
Totally. I'm like,
exactly.
you
That's
both are
why
at
I'm
fault.
like,
Yeah.
At this point, just
Like-
punch each other.
Just
Just
right?
fight. I
Same.
just
Have at it.
resolve it yourself. 'Cause
Right.
what I say does nothing ever.
Exactly.
There's no resolution with me.
Yeah, when someone's unconscious, let me know.
Yeah.
We'll deal with it then.
Right.
When I hear the Mom, I'm like, go away,
Yep.
go away. I
Yep.
know that you two are both like at each other. It's
Yeah.
no one's fault. Go away.
Yep.
I think Nick has one of the most distinct cries
He does.
ever.
So do your kids though.
Even Matt will be like, "Oh, that's Nick."
Really? That's funny.
But he seems to be doing better with
Yeah.
his haircut,
I'll
right?
take his head off. He still tells me he doesn't like head.
Doesn't like it. Oh
At
man.
least he'll show his head though.
Yeah.
He's not. Oh, I got to tell you, when he came over with him and Rock, oh my word. I had my skates on, right? I was roller skating. And he goes, he just looks at me he's with his big blue eyes. I'm all, hi, buddy. You come over to play? He goes, yeah. So him and Rock come in, they take off their shoes, and I just like started skating backwards, and I was just like looking at him goofy. He goes, whoa. He goes, you're going backwards. I'm all, yeah. And he goes, I can go backwards. He literally turns around, starts walking backwards the whole way to the kitchen. Then he goes around the island. He's like, I can still go. Look, I'm not even looking
Oh
back.
my gosh, that's awesome.
I'm like, dude, that's good.
He was showing off his skills. I can see him doing that. He's so funny.
Just like so serious, like watch.
Yeah.
Like he was so cool walking
Oh my
backwards, not
gosh.
looking anywhere.
Oh,
The cutest thing.
he was awesome.
Lucy
so
the other
funny.
day got in my car and goes, "Your car's kind of messy."
No, she did not.
She did, and I was like,
What?
I was like, Lucy, what's messy? And she was like, it's just kind of messy. I'm like, but looks
Molly's
around
all-
like,
She has no room to talk.
Molly's all, hey Lucy, when you get in Kim's
Yeah, tell her.
Give her a little.
Getting her back for
Yeah,
all the times
Nick
Nick told her.
me.
I think it's because my mats are really dirty. Like, you know,
Oh,
they get like
mine are
salt
too.
and
Yeah.
stuff, so
Yeah.
they look super dirty. Because she kept looking at the floor, and I was like, is there stuff back there?
What can I see?
My conversation with her today, I was dying. She's like, we have 2 legs. I was like, yep. She's like, but Morty has more. I was like, yep, dogs have 4 legs. And then she goes, yeah, we've got 4 butt cheeks. I was like, what?
Did she
She's
say
like,
4 butt cheeks
yeah,
or 4
no,
cheeks?
4 butt cheeks. And I was like,
Oh.
you have 4 butt cheeks. She's like, yeah, 4 butt cheeks. Dead serious. And I was like, okay. She goes, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I start laughing so hard. She's like, I don't like when you laugh at me. I was like, these aren't butt cheeks. She's like, yeah, they are. Like, she wouldn't listen to me. And I was like, will you go tell Dad that?
Go tell him. That's good.
That's great. I mean, look,
Oh my gosh.
cheek, hole.
yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
there's like, it's related.
Okay. And then Van kept
I
saying,
can see your logic.
but. She's like, Van saying, but. Yes. And I was like, let's not teach Van but.
Oh yeah, you can. As she's got a loose butthole. The Botox.
I didn't actually get. Don't confuse people.
I know.
I didn't get Botox in my butt.
No, she didn't. Is that a thing?
I have no idea.
I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, then you
I
couldn't get
wouldn't
poop
either.
out, right?
Yeah.
Because it'd be
Or
it'd
just
be
come out.
loose.
Or-
yeah, you'd have no
You wouldn't have control over your your
Loose
Well, I guess
sphincter.
your second sphincter, you kind of have to go.
a second sphincter.
Yeah, there's 2.
Whoa, we're learning. Look at us.
So did Jenna
sphincters.
Jameson
Two
ruin 1
sphincters.
sphincter or 2 sphincters?
What? Yeah, because she did so much anal.
Who?
Didn't I say that on a
Jenna-
podcast, or was that just
I don't-
in
What?
normal conversation?
I don't know.
What was the
I-
name?
She's
Okay.
a super popular porn star,
Yeah.
Jenna
Oh.
Jameson, or was.
I think in high school I read her like autobiography, and she has to be in a diaper because she's had too much anal.
No.
I've
Her
totally heard
butthole
that
leaks.
before.
So she must have ruined both of her sphincters.
Probably.
Is there like a backup sphincter?
I think
Why
there's
do you
a
have two?
one
One's
backup
gone.
and it's
Just
gone.
2.
Why do you have 2?
You have an internal and an external.
Are they both internal?
Well, it's like in the internal. If you have to poop, you can hold it.
Yeah.
But once
One
it
you
hits
can
the
control,
external,
one you can't control.
yeah.
Oh. I'm pretty good at
You know, when
holding
you're
my
turtle heading
internal.
it, you're like, gosh,
I can hold that one pretty tight.
Yeah, me
the
too.
waddle.
Tight sphincter.
Tight.
I've got both of them.
Tight sphincter. That was Mark. He ended up going outside with the kids because Freya saw Emmy playing. She's like, Dad, I want to go outside and play catch. He's all, okay. But anyways, he took him out. He all of a sudden he opens the door. Babe, I gotta shit now. He's like, you got the kids? I'm all, yeah. He's like, I'm serious. I gotta go.
What time was that? I wonder if that was after. I thought
I
they were
don't
chatting
know.
with them for a minute.
Were
He's probably
you?
like,
He starts sweating. They're like, Mark, are you okay? It's like, my sphincter's holding real tight. It's getting a workout.
He's all, sphincter tight. Sphincter loose. Sphincter tight.
Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Keep it tight.
well, he was running after, and then Zeta took off towards the other neighbors,
Yeah. Oh.
and so he ran after her, and I had gone inside because I had stuff to do.
I don't know. I didn't even know you
It's
guys
just
had
funny.
chatted.
It was like for 2 minutes.
Good times.
Ava had a cheer competition. She was really sad because her team didn't place this time.
Yeah.
But I just told her, I'm like, all you can do is your best, and that's not up to you whether you place or not, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And she did great. She really did.
That's awesome.
So,
The place will come.
yeah, that's totally fine.
That's cute though. I love her little competitive spirit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, she cried. She didn't cry until she got up to me and gave me a hug, and then she was crying.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I wondered.
Oh.
I'm like, are the other girls crying too? She's like, I don't know. That's okay. That's hard. You
That's
put in a
good,
lot
yes.
of work.
Yes.
Do you guys
Feel
know I
your
did Miss
emotion.
Midville?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I got like the Miss Congeniality thing, you know, but I didn't place like attendant for a second or whatever.
Right.
So I like was fine until I saw my mom too, and then I like went up to her and was crying. It was stupid, but it's like one of
No,
those
it's
things, you know, you
not.
do something way out of your. For me, it was way out of my comfort zone,
Yes.
and then it was just like terrifying, and then you know,
Well, things like that, when you're
No.
putting a lot of time and effort into something and
Yeah.
working hard towards it,
yeah,
it is.
it was wild.
It's hard when you don't get what you were hoping for,
Yeah.
you know?
I still can't believe I even did it.
That's what's cool though, is that you did it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's all in my life.
My
Okay.
9-year-old had tryouts for baseball.
Oh,
and
yes.
I couldn't go because, well, I could have. I had all the kids by myself, and I was like, there was somebody in the neighborhood going already. So I was like, hey. And I felt bad because it's like something you feel like you should be at. But I was like, even if
Right.
I was there, I wouldn't be able to watch anything because I'd be chasing around my 3 other kids.
Right.
Yeah.
So he sends me a video of Noah up to bat, and there are, like 20 people with
lot of
clipboards.
A whole half moon of them.
Seriously.
Serious.
Clipboards looking real serious, watching him hit. And I was like, oh, like just pulling up the video, not even, I'm like, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Right.
And he like cool, just walked
Yeah.
up there, hit it real good,
He did.
walked back, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I asked him later, and he's like, yeah, I was super nervous. He's like, did you see all of them? I was like, I know.
He acted real
I
not
know.
nervous.
Real chill.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know, but and then I was like having this like big internal conversation with myself because I'm like, I think I'm super biased. I'm like, that kid is such a stud because he's like naturally like every dang
athletic.
sport he does, he's good at it and he's like confident in it, and then he's really good at school, and then he's just a nice kid.
He's a triple threat.
I know.
That's awesome.
But I was like, am I just talking my kid up way too much because I'm biased? Like, this is seriously going through my head. I'm like, oh, but he's going to be like such a stud in high school. Like, all of this.
No,
Just from watching this like little video. I was like,
That's awesome.
so cute.
I love.
But then I was also like, this is all going through my head at the same time. And I'm like, oh, he's going to be one of those super emotional kids, though, that gets dumped and is going to be like in my
Mess.
bed
Heartbroken.
cuddling me for like 2 days and just
that
crying.
will for sure happen.
Oh, I
Yeah,
know. He's going to get
100%.
walked all
Yeah.
over. He's
Oh.
such a
I
sweet
feel like,
kid.
Yeah.
I feel like Matthew's gonna be heartbroken.
Yep.
Oh, see those
So
days
sensitive.
just.
I know.
Think about all the heartbreak you go through in those. I don't. Oh.
Yep.
Noah was so cute today. He's like, I don't know why they all had to have clipboards. know either, buddy.
right?
Yeah, why'd they write on those?
What are they
Should've
what are they
used
doing
their
in there?
phone. Don't they know what age we're in? Digital age now, you know?
He wrote me a note the other day of like all the things he loved about me.
Oh my gosh, really?
Stop
Oh, I
it.
gotta send it to you. I was like bawling. It was the sweetest, and he has just perfect handwriting. I'm
Did
like,
you bawl
who?
your eyes out?
Yeah. Like, who is this kid? Just like out of the blue.
That is so sweet.
How cute.
Do you feel
My
like
kids are effers.
dude,
you know all the shit I do for you.
I know, right?
And-
Where the hell's my love note? Just kidding.
Kids are
See, I feel like that's Rock because he will be like, Mama. He calls me Mama. And like, I don't know why that just melts me. Hey, Mama. And I've told you guys this, but he'll still say it all the time. You're the best mom I ever had.
Oh, that's Jack.
Like, and then he'll draw me like little pictures all the time, and he'll tell me the whole story about, Mama, this is me and you, and we're hugging. Like, he just melts my
That's
heart.
cute.
I'm like, oh, and
Has to
Frey
make
is,
up for the
Frey is a sweetheart too. And
crazy
so,
side.
yes, but it's like he just
There's something.
really
The mama's boy is
Yes.
serious,
Yeah.
like, and the thing
It's
is,
real.
like, my girls are always, they've always been more like cuddly and like
yes,
lovey, but there's just something else. Like Noah today was also telling me, he's like, yeah, he was listing off like all of his friends, and he's like, yeah, if I was them, I'd be like super jealous that you're my mom.
that's
adorable.
He's just proud of his mama, and that's so sweet.
I know. I would just be jealous that you're not my mom or whatever he said. I was like, you're so cute.
My kids
Like,
roll
okay.
furniture and scream at me.
And pretend
Yeah.
like they're sick.
So I got that going for
Yeah,
me.
Matthew calls me a bozo. So
I feel like he's gotten more like showy of everything as he gets older.
No
Like
way?
he's always been super sweet, but I feel like
So there's time. There's
Yeah.
a chance.
Yeah. we still got time.
You do.
All right. I'll
I
wait
feel
for
like
it.
Nick is more of like,
Yeah, he can be really sweet.
yeah. I was gonna say I feel like he's the one that kind of.
And
Runs to
he'll
you
come up
more
with the
and-
most random, like, that's really nice, Mom. And you're like, thanks. One day I think he commented on my earrings. I like your
Mm.
earrings, Mom. Like, how did you notice my earrings?
that's cute.
so sweet. Like, oh, very sophisticated. Yes.
That's Emmy always gives me like, every time I get ready. She's like, "Oh, you look beautiful, Mom."
Oh,
Mm.
Gosh, you guys are wonderful.
I know.
Except every time I do get ready, she's like, "What are you doing?" Even if
Where are
I'm
you
like
going?
doing nothing. Why are you putting makeup on? What are you doing? I'm like,
Freya asked me that.
I don't have to be doing anything to get makeup on. It's
I
just-
feel like you wear
Yeah.
makeup pretty often.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know why they.
Freya always says, Mom, why do you always have to do your makeup? Like that. And I'll be like, I actually don't. I don't take my mascara off every night. Like I don't do that. And I'll put sunscreen on. But I don't do my makeup every day. I'm like, honey, like, I don't know because I feel like it today. But I don't do it every day.
You're like, 'cause
Sometimes
I
I
don't
just
wanna
feel
look
like
dead?
it.
Right?
Yeah. I'm like,
What were you looking at just now?
the consoles. I was trying to figure out what was over there. Like what consoles were sitting over there. I see the Xbox.
I
What's
was
the
like,
other
is she
one?
you're looking at me?
Let's get
You're
the
not
let's get
looking at
the
me?
no. What?
You got crazy eyes going on. I have no idea what's happening.
Lucy sleepwalking.
Yeah.
The AI. We need to get the AI
Yeah.
filter out. Is there a ghost over there?
Oh my
Have you guys
gosh.
seen those TikToks?
No.
Yes, I have.
I think
Do you
they're
need one of
kind of
those,
silly.
Molly?
Yeah.
There was a guy that did it, and he's all, my wife said she heard something, and it was like really apparent. And maybe, right, that's fine. But then he does the AI filter. And it shows a stupid person. No, sorry, it's an AI filter sitting in the chair looking at him, and he literally started running. He's like, okay, okay.
Like
You could
losing
tell he's,
his
like,
mind.
freaking-
Oh my gosh.
Just making me
That
laugh.
would probably be Cody.
It'd probably psych me out too, to be honest.
I still want to do the thing where like you react, you know, and see if they react. And like if you just start
yes.
freaking out and
Oh
see
yeah,
if
I
they-
tried it. It failed.
Yeah, Mark didn't go for it
Matt's
either.
just like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. That's the thing though. I can
like, why
totally
you
see
being
that
so-
of Matt.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Totally.
It's like when I was dancing in that last challenge, and he's just like, "No."
He was dying.
He's all not doing it.
It's like, I just can't match your energy ever.
I love it.
Awesome. I feel like the garage ones are good. Like when you act like there's like something underneath
Yeah.
it. Like, ah! I feel
Yeah.
like I could possibly get Mark with that.
I should have John come outside and poop scoop with me.
Yeah.
I'll get him real good. Just
Oh,
bring some
with
shit
his
at him.
comments tonight, his ass would be out there. I'm not shoveling the rest.
Well,
That's all I have.
With your
Oh.
tears.
my tears.
Right?
Yeah, I don't really have anything.
As we've talked
Just
for an
an
hour.
hour.
I don't have any updates.
It's pretty lame.
Really, that's it. Nothing going on in our lives.
It'll be
No,
a
we
short
just-
episode, just an hour of updates, and then
We just roasted the
This is what
shit
it's
out of
like.
our kids is what we did.
yes.
I love you, babies. You're the best.
No, my kids actually are pretty sweet. They just Matthew.
Well, it's too late for
Matthew's-
that, honey. Just,
No,
just leave it.
He's doing this thing though lately. No, he was like the first one. He ran out of the house and I got my brows done to see. He's like, oh, let me see. You know, like he just cares. He's really
Yes.
sweet. But he's 12, almost 13, so he like thinks it's funny to like, you know, mess around and tease and stuff, you know, but he doesn't quite understand boundary, like how far to take it yet.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, you know, okay, enough. But
And that's where I know Mark and his buddies are talking about taking a guy trip, and he's never done that before. He's traveled early on in our marriage for work a couple times, but he's never done like a guy trip.
I'm confused. So Mark and who?
Mark and his buddy Sean and his buddy Joe.
He
and his
doesn't
buddy
have any
Kevin.
other
Yeah, I
buddies.
don't know what you're
It's
talking
like his
about.
childhood friends.
Nope.
Sorry. But I'm like, and I'm so supportive of it, right? I'm like, go, but inside I'm like, damn, shit.
Well, we just
Oh, I have
should
to
do
do this
girl-
on my own.
yeah, we just need a girl trip.
100% we do.
Cody's going next month, and I
Is he?
planned it,
Oh.
but I'm also
You did?
like, it's a long time.
What's
Yeah.
he doing?
I can't tell you. He doesn't know.
Oh. Well, what if you tell
Fun.
us and it's not in the podcast? Are you too nervous it'll get out? So does he know he's going on a trip?
Yeah, and the little
Okay.
stinker, I was like, I told him for his birthday, I was like, you're going on a trip, and what did I tell? Maybe I told him. Oh, I told him who he was going with. I'm like, you're gonna meet Pablo, but I'm not gonna tell you where. But so he gets onto his Delta app, and he's like, so I looked, and I saw that it's Burbank, and I was like, why did you get on and look?
Turd.
And he was like, I wanted to see like how many miles I had. I was like,
No, you didn't.
you did not. I was like, you've been on one trip. You thought you had enough miles to get you somewhere.
Right.
And he was like, okay. I just get really anxious. I was like, you
Nice
little
try.
shithead.
Right. Said I'm canceling it.
Spoiling
Now I'm
surprises.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm going.
Now
to
no
stay.
one's going to.
Right.
Now no one
Chick-fil-A.
gets to go because you were ungrateful.
Yeah.
It's funny.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah, John's not going anywhere.
I know. I kept.
Stay
I was
put.
like, he's like, I feel bad for going. I'm like, no, you deserve it. You should go. It's just gonna kind of suck. He's like, stop. And I was like, well, no, you need to go. Like, have fun, but like, you know, all
It's
4
gonna be real
kids for that
hard.
many days.
Oh my gosh, that
I'll
is
just be
Noah.
here.
That whole thing you did right there is totally Noah. Like I could see Noah doing something like that to you.
Oh, we tease each other
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
hilarious.
no, mom, it's
Sometimes
fine.
he's
I'm
not
but-
funny.
Yeah.
I was
See?
like, how do you teach how to be like sarcastically funny,
That's what I'm
Without
saying.
being like,
like without
Mean.
being a turd,
right.
and being mean?
That'd be mean. Like, too far.
Like,
Yeah.
ooh, am I mean sometimes? Because this is what he's learning from me, or what?
Oh
That's
my
what I'm
gosh.
saying.
Oh. Freya was trying to be sorry. She does that. We'll tease a lot. We'll tease each other.
Yeah.
She goes, Mom, you are such a disappointment. Like that. And I was all, Mark's all, you don't talk to your mother like that. Well, and I'm all, what? What do you mean? She goes, you're a disappointment, Mom. I'm all, huh? Like,
Tears, almost in tears.
I almost, she had no idea what it meant. I'm all, honey, do you know what that means? Well, yeah, Mom, I'm just teasing. It just means like, she didn't even know. I was like, honey.
Her teasing like cuts deep.
It cuts deep.
Yeah, she called
So
you-
she's spicy like
when
me.
she called you a witch.
She's spicy.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did.
I
And
know.
us demons.
And
Yeah.
you
Yes.
guys,
That wasn't teasing. She meant that.
We go to
Those
church, so we're
demons.
demons.
even though she's been wanting to go every
Yeah.
freaking Sunday.
Did she go last week?
No, we didn't.
She went last
go.
week, but they
Oh.
didn't go this week.
Oh.
So she woke up. Literally, this was so funny. She went to bed early the night before. She wakes up in the night. And she goes, Mom, Mom, what time is it? I go, it's 9:30. She goes, oh, perfect. I have time to get ready. I'm all, no, baby, it's 9:30 at night.
Really?
We have a whole night to sleep. Oh, she woke up at 7. Mom, what time it is? What time is it? I'm all, it's 7 a.m. You go back to bed. Okay. 8 o'clock. Mom, what time is it? I'm all, it's 8.
Oh no!
Oh.
And then I wasn't there. Candace was
okay.
like, "I'll come out and get her." I was
I
like, "I
know.
know."
Ava
Amen.
saw that and she goes, "Do you doodle?" And I said, "No, Tara does because she likes to fidget. She can't hold
do.
still."
I do.
on my podcast.
I've done this since I've been in school.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah. I remember teachers specifically being like, I like how you pay attention. Because the cool ones, at least, like the cool one, I do. I listen great. And in fact, sometimes I'll like look at things. I'm like, oh, I remember what we talked about when I was drawing this. You know what I mean?
What was it?
Well, I just remember
Mhm.
these.
Sure.
I don't know. I have no idea what the hell we talked about when I drew this flower. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Or these, whatever the hell.
It's probably a
But-
butthole.
Yeah, probably. Probably canned poops and
Sun tanning.
yeah.
Two
Oh,
sphincters.
that's true. Sometimes, yeah. Couple
4 butt
sphincters.
cheeks. We have a lot of butt talk
Oh,
tonight.
my word, yes, we did.
Butt
Remember,
stuff.
we used to always talk about poop every like almost.
Oh,
every
what?
episode.
Poop,
Some
serious?
farts,
Are you sure? I
Yeah,
don't think we ever
we should
have
go
before.
back. We should circle back on
Real
that.
classy. Real classy ladies here.
Oh man.
Okay.
Shall we talk about?
Sure.
An hour and 10 minutes later.
Like I said, I don't have one topic,
Okay.
but we have been actually asked about this multiple times. So, I know we did an episode. I don't know which one it was, on how to like not lose yourself as a stay-at-home mom. So we can keep it shorter and sweeter because we do have. Do you know which one it was?
It was misconceptions of motherhood, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty close to the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe we can just touch on it a little bit because I know that some newer listeners probably haven't listened to that one.
I like
Right.
to, I wait for my family to leave and I just go back to bed. And then I just
How I do
sleep.
not lose myself.
And then it's, motherhood.
I sleep it off.
Sleeps.
Kids, you're on your own. I'm going back to bed.
No,
I'm
they're
kidding. I know
gone.
they're at school. They're at school. I know one of it is you guys
Mhm.
Yeah.
having a mom crew. That
Yep.
makes a huge difference. Someone that you can talk to and realize, oh, I'm not crazy. You're going through the same things, you know?
It is weird though. I feel like when I don't, wintertime is especially when
Yes.
I don't see
Oh,
anyone.
it's so hard.
I'm like, I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then I feel like when I see one of you, I like lose any social skills that I ever had.
Mhm.
And I just like word vomit everywhere. I'm like, "Ugh."
Mhm.
Is that why we just spend an hour on
Yeah.
updates?
Right.
This is
That
what
was not me,
happens.
guys.
Yeah.
That
Right.
was
Have we
not me,
spent
guys.
a lot of time together this last week?
No.
No, but
No.
this is why.
This
Like,
is
this is
how-
why this happens.
It's true.
I know.
No, in all seriousness, I have a friend who's having a hard time, I think, right now, like being a mom, and I think she feels alone and her husband works a ton. And I was talking to John, I was like, it's really hard when you're a stay-at-home mom, especially with little kids, because like you can't even have like a real conversation with them. I mean, Matthew's almost 13 and I can kind of have but adults is so different. So I
Yeah.
think having any kind of adult interaction makes a huge difference. And then just finding something that you do like to do
Mm-hmm.
to like spend time on yourself.
Yep.
I don't know.
I think it's kind of like finding a new self too. Like you're
Yeah,
you're
totally.
never gonna truly be what you
Same.
were before kids.
Yep.
Like your whole world has shifted now to motherhood, and it does take over a lot of your thoughts, a lot of your time. So you just got to
True.
remember to keep doing those things that you love doing. Like, and I'm not great at it. I would love to golf more because that was a
Mhm.
big part of my life before kids. But I mean, that's a 2-hour, 4-hour thing.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, so I'm trying to find, a newer hobby that I could like, which I still haven't done. But great advice.
It's hard.
Great
Yes.
advice,
Yes.
but I haven't completed that.
Well, I'm trying to think if I did anything. I don't think I did anything. Like my life really was like, I'd maybe watch, it'd be like kids shows
yeah.
Yeah.
or like planning the menu. And like we would literally go to Walmart and look at all the Christmas blow up things. Like that was something that we just did just to get out of the house. And we were on a really strict budget, like living, check to check. And so you just do whatever you can.
Yep.
Like if you don't have money to go do something, you just, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard not to.
Yeah. I think it's okay to recognize like I've said this before, motherhood, it's totally the definition of insanity because you are doing the same thing over and over and over. You're managing Little's emotions. You're feeding them food. You're cleaning up the same messes. Like, I think it's okay to recognize that if you feel crazy, you're allowed to feel that way,
Yeah.
right? You just also deserve that outlet, whatever it is. And if it's like, well, I don't have a village that I can rely on, or I am a single parent, or my husband works long hours, then maybe it's like load up the kids and go for a drive.
Yeah.
Get out, try to get some sunshine, get some fresh air. You know, pack a lunch, go have a picnic in your car with your kids or go to the park. Like, I feel like getting sun makes a difference. And yeah, obviously y'all know my hobby and I freaking love it. And I wish I could skate more. Like I told Mark, I'm like, I try to do it every day and I pretty much do, you know, there's every now and then I'll have to skip a day, but sometimes it's for 15 minutes. Like sometimes that's all I can get, right? Because my kids need me and it's hard to do whatever on skates all the time. But that just little piece of like, this is for me. I'm doing something for me as a mom, as a woman. You know, I'm defined in other areas than just as a mom. It feels good. It gives me that little bit of release.
Yeah.
And lastly, I'll say this. And I'm going to quote Mel Robbins again because I freaking love her.
Mel
My
Robbins.
friend Mel, man, she knows her shit, dude. She's got a podcast. She's amazing. If you guys need a good podcast to listen to,
Listen to ours.
Mel Robbins and ours. In addition to
Ours then hers.
Yes.
But she says like,
Great advice.
I feel like sometimes I find myself, I have a hard time starting. What are you laughing at, bitches?
She said, listen to ours. I was like, yeah, we have great advice. But you were already starting
Okay.
to quote. I said it like, but Kim heard me.
Okay, but you know how the tasks of like home tasks can feel so much more overwhelming because you have kids that you're raising and taking
Yeah.
care of. Mel said the key to really anything is just to get started. I know you've heard that before, but she said 80% of the time you will finish. You just have to start. So I feel like that's with anything.
I
Like,
believe that.
She's with the counting. She's the counting
Yeah,
person,
3,
right?
2, 1.
yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah, like then you just do it.
Countdown.
Yeah.
Yep.
When you
Mhm.
sit there and you think about it too long, you're not like you really just have to like 3, 2, 1 and just get up
Go.
to go do
Yep.
whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
She was Kat and Nat had her on their podcast.
Did they? Oh, that's my dream
I
one
actually
day.
listened to that one.
She's she's a badass woman, but she's really tight with her husband. They've got such a sweet, solid relationship. She's close to her kids. Like, I just adore her. But it's true. Like, I will get overwhelmed because there's toys all over all the time, all the freaking time. And then the dishes get piled up in 2 meals, right? And so sometimes I'm like, I just look around and I'm like, I'm not going to do anything. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been trying to keep up with the dishes. And every day I've been telling myself, just start. And every time I start, I do the dishes and then I actually end up doing more. Like, I deep cleaned our bathroom yesterday, scoured the shit out of it. It was so due. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I've been trying to use that with everything, even my little hobbies. Just put the damn skates on, put them on. Kids are occupied. They're going to be fine for 10 minutes. Do it. You know?
Yeah. Did we talk about this on here about how clutter can affect women and like their cortisol levels or something? Like can actually make them feel more stressed.
Oh, I totally account for
I
that.
believe
No,
it.
100%. It gives me
Yeah.
anxiety and I cannot do it. It may have been Birds Papaya or someone who was on it and they were deep cleaning her husband's like office den space.
Yeah.
And like guys just consider it like stuff. Like, it's just stuff. And they just kind of like whatever.
Yeah.
Like women, like clutter goes up and like stress goes up. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with it.
No, I do
100%,
too.
But I
And then
think
you've got loud, busy kids going on
Yeah.
in addition to that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, crazy.
I feel like I've kind of moved. Not that my kids are super old, but they're definitely not infants and like
Right.
toddlers where I have to watch them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's maybe a different little stage of parenting.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's been kind of a hard adjustment because I'm like, I don't have to like watch over them every second. So then I'm like, what do I do? Because like it's been so consuming. I think
Yeah.
having 2 pretty busy kids pretty close together, like it's just been probably like 4 years of just nonstop kid. That's like just, they've been all consuming.
Yeah.
So now that they're a little more independent, like I feel like Tyler can go outside by himself. Like, I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I feel like there's been a huge like loss of self.
Yeah.
And it's probably
Yeah.
hitting like more now that they're not as needy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
There's
like-
more time to think about it.
It's like, this is weird. Like, I don't really know that I have a current hobby. Like, what am I
What's my
going to do
purpose?
now? Yeah. Like,
I feel like
Yeah.
with the stages of kids, you go through like stages of you.
yeah.
Like before you
Yeah.
have your before kids you and the infant you, and now we're going to this new. I'm still in it, but
Yeah, I'm
you're
too.
going
Yeah.
into this
Yeah.
stage where they're older, and it's just like finding yourself in each of
Yeah.
those stages.
Yep.
Like you don't necessarily have to lose yourself.
Just a new self, I
Yep.
guess, because
Yes.
I'm definitely never going to go to like pre-kid self
Right.
No,
or die.
so I'm saying just like adjusting to
Yeah.
where you're at.
But like finding like what is, I guess, what makes me happy, where's
Yeah.
my joy.
Mhm.
Not that my kids aren't anymore, but they're not quite as needy. you know?
Right.
What brings you joy beyond your kids?
Yeah.
Like there needs to
Yeah.
be more than
Yeah.
that.
It's kind of an interesting like maneuvering that,
yeah.
which I
Yeah.
feel like has been just so different.
Yeah, because you're used to your time being consumed
Yeah.
by someone else.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
When Jack started, my youngest in all day school, it was way different. So that's why I decided to find something for myself. That's where nails came in.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome.
All the pretty nails. And not yours. Not hers.
Sorry. I've been going to mine for
No, I'm not.
10
so
years.
sorry.
On and off for so long.
Yeah, it's good.
I love you both. I do.
It's fine.
I also think you don't like I've been saying that you have to kind of adjust to each new thing, but I don't think your personality ever leaves. Like you don't have to I think that's a lot of people look at my TikToks and stuff and they're like, "Oh, like I remember being that way."
Yeah.
I'm like, "You don't have to lose that."
Right.
No.
Like just cuz you're a mom, like yeah, I might be a little immature and goofy and different, but like you don't have to change that part
No.
of you to become a mom. Or those
No.
people that say like, "Oh, you shouldn't wear that because you're mom. You shouldn't dance like that." You're like, why not? What part of becoming a mom does it say that I can't dress like this anymore, or I can't dance like, or I can't
Yeah.
act like that anymore?
Mhm.
You're still a woman.
Yeah.
You're still an individual person.
Mhm.
And your kids are too. And then one day they're going to grow up and leave the house and become their own person.
Yeah.
And if anything, like it shows your kids a special independence, and I feel like can build their confidence to be who they want to be too.
Yeah.
You know?
It's okay to be weird.
Yes.
It's cool to be weird,
Yes.
guys.
It's cool to be weird.
Embrace the cringe.
Yeah.
You know? I have a fun comment I got to reply to. Someone left me. They said, CRING, cring, not to be rude. So I'm going to have fun with that one.
Cring.
I was kind of sad you didn't spell it right.
Yeah, it's the worst.
A little cringe over here.
So we're really
Anyways.
helpful on this topic.
Yeah.
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 We're all
Real-
over the place.
Real
but
We are.
helpful.
No, I feel like it
We're- I
was.
think so, too.
Yeah. No, I just, it's okay. It's okay to feel that way, and you're not alone. And if you need to sit in that feeling, sit in it, recognize it, and then
it's hard. It is
Yeah.
hard.
Mhm.
get up and do something. Just get up and do something.
It is hard to be like your own person when you're taking care of
Yes.
these little
Yes.
people.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh man,
Just-
I literally the other day I told Mark, I'm like, Mark, I don't want to parent today. I don't want to do it. Like I have my days where I am just, man.
I always
It's
think
just
when I'm
hard.
like wiping down our counter, I'm like, how many times have I wiped this thing down?
Right?
Mhm.
I mean, because it's
Seriously.
like multiple times a day.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
just like, how many times?
Yeah.
Like you said, the same thing. It's like Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over and
Over
over.
and over.
So
Busy
on
kids.
that note, what is your biggest reality as an adult? Like when were you like, whoa, this is being an adult?
Okay, this one comes to mind, which is so weird. But Mark and I were going to pick up my brother from a party because he was too drunk. He called us literally 3 a.m. This was before we had kids, though. And I was like, oh, shit, of course we'll come get you, right? And I remember went into the party. Like there's a lot of, my brother and I know a lot of each other's mutual friends, right? And I'm like saying hi to everybody. But it was like this moment, this reality check for me where I was like, holy shit, like I'm way older than these guys. Like I was like, I'm like kind of past this phase. Like I'm not in this party phase. I'm in this like, I'm the big sister, I'm more mature, further along in life. Like that was a weird reality check for me as a young adult, you know?
That's funny.
But that has stuck with me.
I think I still get shocked daily that I am an adult.
I do too.
Yeah.
I am doing this. Like I am raising these 4 kids. Like
Yeah.
I'm not old enough to do this.
Like I'm
no
responsible
training.
for all of
Right?
this.
Yeah. Like we own a house. What?
You're a homeowner?
That's true. We pay our own bills. I'm like a homeowner and a mom.
Kim is.
Kim is. She's a homeowner and a
She
mom.
is.
So yeah, I still have it. It still hasn't hit me.
No.
Except daily when I'm like, oh, I take care of.
Yeah.
I've raised these 4 kids.
They're still alive.
Yeah.
You're still thriving. Doing great.
I feel like mine, not that it's an adult, just something I hate about being an adult. I know I've complained to you guys about it, is paying for the stupid internet. Because
Paying for the internet?
I hate it so bad.
It's really expensive
When
too.
I had my first apartment, I just would like bum off of the apartments around me.
Yeah.
Or I'd go to the coffee shop. I mean, I eventually had my own, but I feel like that's like an adult thing when you have to pay for your own internet. And it
Yeah.
pisses me off.
It's hilarious.
More than like
That.
a mortgage?
Yeah. I'd rather pay my mortgage. It's because it's so expensive. And obviously we have to have it. We work from
Yeah.
home, but I hate it.
Or your own health insurance, cell
Yeah.
phone, that kind
I-
of stuff.
Yeah, financial
like-
stuff is.
Yeah.
I am not.
For sure.
I'm not registered to do this.
No.
I'm not certified. Matt was
And-
sending me like this whole list of things we have to do for taxes. I was like, I don't want to do it. I'm
Yeah.
not. I
Right?
can't do
I
it.
kind of tap out. in
call
that
someone else.
department. That's where
I
John
am not
comes
old
in.
enough to adult on this one.
Yeah,
so-
like thinking about retirement stuff. I'm like, whoa,
Oh, jeez.
John, it's all you. I just don't.
Oh.
I can't. I have no idea what
Isn't
kind
that
of like
weird?
retirement
Oh,
situation
shit.
is.
We should think about that, though. It's
I
like
know.
start
Oh.
now if
Oh,
you haven't
yeah.
already.
Yeah.
And then there's those things as an adult that I know I need to do. Like I know I need to get something in place for like my kids.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, like if something
Yes.
ever happens,
Mhm.
like
I don't
Yes.
like to think
and I
about
don't
that,
want to
though.
do it. I don't want to do those things, but I'm like, I know I need to.
I know.
But, like
I know.
I don't want to. Like those sort of things as an adult.
and like
those are
making appointments,
Yeah.
and using the
using
phone.
the
Yeah.
telephone to make a phone call.
Gosh,
I'm just
I'm
gonna
like
give. I'm gonna
18.
give each
I
of you
can't-
one of my kids. If something ever happens, I'm giving one of them.
One
to
of
each
them.
you. And then they'll all be closed because you guys aren't allowed to leave.
I
That's
get
part
Ava.
of- It's part of.
Dibs. Freya will.
That's not
Freya-
fair. I
Freya's
don't have any
choice.
girls.
Yeah,
so
that's
I
right.
know
It's
I
true.
get Ava.
I think it'd be a
True.
great help.
It would
No,
be
I
a great
know.
help.
I just know Freya will be like, I want my friend. That's what
Let's
she'll
just to be
saying.
close.
It's true. I'm just kidding. I
She can
love,
take
I love
Jack.
all them.
He's a lot of fun.
He is fun.
He is really
He's
funny,
cute.
actually.
Shit, your kids would
He's
be like,
grown up. a
holy
lot.
shit, it's 10 o'clock. I have to go to bed.
I know. What the hell kind of life
like
is
a
What?
this?
I
party.
just dig into the cabinet and get
Yeah.
a cookie? Oh,
Hey.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and then well, they kind of do that already, but then you would pay for it the next day.
I know, right?
Dude, I told Matthew because he's like, I
Cabinet
don't
would
want
be
to go to bed.
empty.
I'm not even tired. I'm like, dude, no, you're going to bed because I'm not dealing with your ornery ass tomorrow. Like, I'm not doing it. You will be so mean to everybody. I'm just not.
It'd be like that show, the parent swap or what, or
Yeah.
Oh,
wife
yeah,
swap.
yeah.
We could do a parent swap.
We should do that.
Kids would be
Parent
like,
swap.
Wouldn't that be funny?
because I'm
If the
sure.
parents
I mean,
just
like
swapped houses, just the parents and the kids
we're
stayed
like
in the same house.
similar, but there's like probably big differences still in our parenting.
Oh,
Absolutely.
dude, I would let them do whatever they wanted because it's not even
I
my
was gonna
kids.
say that's how I
you
would
gotta
be.
stick with yours.
No. I'm like, let's party,
Right? Like, what do you guys want to do?
What do you want
And then they'd all go back, and be like, "Oh,
to do? Yeah.
my mom
Right?
sucks."
Right?
Forgot what we were talking about.
Damn. Oh,
Parenting, adulting,
To
adulting.
be an adult, we're not
being
very
excited
we're not very
about
mature.
vacuums and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think it
Yeah.
is cool, though.
minivans and
I love that you don't have to check in with anybody, like other than your
Yeah.
spouse. Like obviously, Mark and I communicate, but I don't have to like report to anyone.
Yeah, that's nice.
Rock asked me today, Mom, does Lucy like have to like ask to go somewhere? And I'm all, well, yeah, just like you do. Like if you got to ask your parents, he goes, but what about Matthew? It was so random. He was just naming. I was like, well, yeah, he does too, because he's still living at home. And then he asked about, Haley, my sister. And I'm all, well, no, because she doesn't live at home. It was so funny that he was so
He's
curious.
trying to like imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at what point am I
What
not
point
going
do
to
I
have to
right? Do I-
tell you where I'm
Right.
going?
Right.
Right?
That was so funny. When was that? Yesterday?
What?
Oh, today.
When you were leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that feels like
What?
a week ago.
That's like a couple hours
It
ago.
was. What do you mean when you left?
I was leaving to take Ava to cheer, but Matthew was going to a friend's house, but Matt and Molly were getting in their car or something. Anyway,
I was like, don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I was like, don't take, because you were giving him some food or something.
I was like, hey,
I was like,
kid, you want some candy? And he's like, yeah,
don't
sure.
take
So I was
candy
like,
from strangers. And then I get in the car after I say that, and Megan is dying laughing. She's like,
Oh.
no, don't take candy from strangers.
Cody and I were saying today that we should set up a because I was like, we
trap.
really need to talk to the kids more about like strangers and stuff. And he was like, yeah, we should probably like do like a role play. And he's like,
Yep.
maybe we could find someone. I was
I'm gonna
like,
find a
do you
stranger.
want them to ever leave our presence? Because that is a terrible.
We're
Tyler's
gonna never
test it
with someone
Tyler's
we don't
never
know.
leaving
He
home.
would never leave his house. He would never leave. But
I'm
I
gonna
was
put a
like,
mask on
Nick
and
would
pretend
go
a
with
stranger.
anyone.
We send
Like,
them. We send a van down in the middle of the with candy,
I
and
know.
just
No,
like
that's happened
one by
before.
one, they're all like disappearing. Well, Lucy's going, so I might as well go.
I've asked Nick
She
before.
made
I'm
it.
like, if someone offered you candy, like, and they wanted you to go with them, what would you say? And he was like, well, I'd probably go. I'm like, cool.
Cool.
Great.
Cool. Like
Gone.
we talked about this yesterday. The skit, the guy that does the skit, how he goes,
Oh, yeah.
what would you do if a van pulled up and they were offering you candy? He's like, well, he's got candy. I'd go to the van. He's like, no, it's a stranger. You don't go with strangers. All right. Now, what would you do if a van pulled up and he had puppies? He's got puppies. I want to pet the puppies. He's like, no, he's a like he goes through this whole thing. It's so funny.
My mom always jokes with me. She's like, now you'd be in trouble if someone took Emmy because she's so sweet and just would go along. She's like, now Lucy, they would drop her back off. I was like,
They'd come back.
They're like,
you're
we
Take
don't,
her
not
back.
lying.
we don't want this one.
We don't.
Oh, hell no.
Just drop her back off in the circle.
So cute.
I think we got her around here somewhere. Let's just,
I know. I actually make my kids role play though.
You do?
Like, oh yes.
I heard role playing is great.
I know.
Yep. I like we've given him scenarios and what do you do? And I said if someone like tries to grab you or is trying to lure you to them, offering you candy, like all the things, right? And they're taught you yell, stranger help, like really loud, just yell. I've made them yell like they are supposed to.
do that.
Because that's what I heard you should do. And at first, Freya was like, "No, now she'll just do it. She just will. Okay, I'll yell it." Like, but at first it was kind of awkward for her, you know.
I need to do that. So, Simply on Purpose.
Yes.
She's like a parenting kind of platform I watch a lot. She talks about holding your space with your kids and their emotions. So if your kid's upset, your kid's throwing a fit and angry, you need to stay calm in this moment. There's a whole thing about like two frequencies can't vibrate at the same time. So like one of them has to adapt. You adapt to them or they adapt to you.
Oh,
I am not good at this.
No.
I am
There.
terrible. My kids have this ability to set me off instantly, pretty much.
Same.
I've been working real hard.
It's so
I'm
hard.
really
so
trying.
hard.
It's
So
so hard.
If you're walking into a situation with an upset kid, how do you hold your own emotions and
so
not
hard.
get mad?
It's so hard too because it just is so dependent on like what's going on day to day.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could be having a bad day and you walk into that and it's gonna set you off. Like how does it not? Like if you're upset beforehand, I don't know.
What they're upset about, like
Yeah.
how
Yes.
How
it
ridiculous
seems
it
really
is.
ridiculous to us. Clearly, it means something to them, or are they
Right.
just acting out because they're tired or hungry, or because they just need attention? Like,
right.
it's so hard. There's so many different like variables in these kind of situations.
If
Wow.
I'm in a
No.
good mood, good place, I try and be like, hey, do you need a hug?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple of my kids they'll just hug and they'll usually be okay.
Yep.
Some of them just say no. And then, I don't know. It's so hard. I
It's
wish I
such
had
a-
the best advice for that
Yeah.
one.
I
It is
know.
one thing though that I have seen firsthand that it works really well.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you can stay pretty level and like sure you're like fuming inside. Like the other
Mhm.
night Tyler was losing his mind. I don't even remember what it was about. But this kid can throw some fits. I mean, he's like down on the ground, he's throwing, he's crying, he's just so like he's such like a big emotion kid. And I feel like I slept really well the night before, which is a huge factor.
Yeah.
But like
totally
I was
agree.
able to just like sit with him and talk to him, and he calmed down within less than like 5 minutes, where normally this would have been like a 30+ minute fiasco.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, there's truth to it,
There
Yeah.
is.
I totally agree.
but it is so hard.
It's so hard. I know. I feel like I was decent at it until it's like with each kid, it's gotten harder, right? Because you're pulled so many different ways.
Well, yeah, your patience is just like
Yes.
more and more limited.
Yes. And I try to practice gentle parenting, right? And gentle parenting is not easy. It's freaking hard. Like it's hard. And again, I'm not perfect. I'm not. Like there's times I match their energy too, and I'm like, you know.
Yeah.
But same thing when all of those circumstances kind of align, and I do try to take a deep breath. Like I just remember, like I could feel myself getting frustrated, and I know kids don't have control over it like we do. They don't have that capacity yet. So I try my best to like find that inner peace and take a deep breath before I respond. And then I'll just acknowledge their feelings. Like, oh, you're upset. You know, oh, you're feeling frustrated. You know, it's okay to feel that way. Do you want to talk about it? You know, or I love you. If they're like, no, I'm mad at you, or no, you're being rude. Okay, it's okay. You feel that way. I am here when you're ready to talk. You know, I love you. I'll kind of do that. But Freya is my hugger. She's my like, she wants to sit. She wants me right by her. She wants to hug. Like she's totally that person. And we resolve things so much faster when I just stay chill. We'll talk it out. And then she's like a happy kid. Whereas Rock, he usually wants a minute, you know, but I do just try to recognize and acknowledge their emotion instead of just like knock it off. I'll say, hey, I know you're frustrated. I can see you're frustrated, you know, but it's hard. I'm not perfect all the time. I'm not.
No, it's so hard.
It is.
I have that one time that I succeeded. I stayed calm that
Hey.
one time.
But it's
You're good.
funny how you see the difference because I
Yeah.
agree.
Oh yeah, getting riled up and mad does not help in one bit.
No.
Just
No.
adding in
Like,
a
why-
whole
yeah,
new
why are
issue.
Right.
How do you think they're gonna comp? But it's like at the same time, it's like how sometimes do you not get riled
Mhm.
up
I react
when you
really
have
fast.
yeah when you have
sometimes, and
so
I'm like,
much
"Oh."
going on
Mhm.
and they're just snapping like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
It is. It's not
And
easy.
sometimes like when there's like throwing and stuff like that, it's just so hard. You're like, you're okay. It's okay. Like it's okay to be mad.
yes.
That's like you need to learn how to be mad.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you can't throw shit. You can't.
yes.
You can't break stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like this is okay to feel this. It's not okay to react like this.
Yep.
Totally.
That's where I
That's
see
how the
myself
balance-
though. Not that I like throw my furniture, but a lot of Nick is like he'll grab stuff and just like toss it. And then I'm like, I do that. You know, like when you're like, I see my temper and like my reaction come out in you. Like
Yeah.
you're responding exactly how I have.
Mm-hmm.
When I like get mad and like storm off, he does the exact same thing.
Oh yeah.
totally.
I don't throw
Totally.
myself on the floor, but
right.
you know,
Yeah.
like they respond
Internally,
exactly
I do,
how
but
they
Yeah.
see.
yeah.
Yeah. Like
I
they
went-
are learning from me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I went through a
you're
thing
right.
where I would like be like, I'm done, and I would like walk away, and no joke, like within days, Matthew had started doing that, and I was like, oh shit.
And-
Right.
But they say like seriously, like if you want them to learn, they learn by example.
Oh,
so
yeah.
whatever
So
you
true.
are putting out there, like that's how they're going to handle. Like that's how they're gonna.
It's so true.
Clearly, there's like a lot of other.
There is. They're still
factors
their
as
own
well, but
person, but
still.
they learn a ton from
Yeah.
absolutely.
Mhm.
They, monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah.
You know? But I know that it's the whole like it's okay to be mad, but it's not okay to hit your sister. Like,
Yeah.
So true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So true.
Nick gets he can be pretty mean with words, and I have such a hard time, like, not reacting to it. When he calls me like stupid like 7 times in a row, I'm like,
Ooh, yeah. Get me.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
like I want to throw you right now,
Right? Like,
really, really far.
yep. Right?
Right to grandma's house.
And I will try to say like, it's okay for you to be mad, but you can't say mean words. Like,
Yes. Yes. Which is
I
true.
don't
Like
know where that comes from. We don't name call.
I know.
Sure.
Little man.
That's kids pick up things. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like they're sponges. They are little sponges.
Okay, guys, what's your proud moment of the week?
Oh.
I'm just proud I survived.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be proud of
I
that.
made it.
Oh, I
Made
know.
it.
Oh yeah, you single parented it most of the
Yeah.
week. Good job. That is a big win. That's hard. I took care of myself, went to my gyno a couple times.
Oh yeah.
That
you
I'm
even
sorry.
asked.
I
for
asked
us
for
to
Yes.
help.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for helping. You know that self-care stuff. Like I knew I needed it. I had a damn infection, needed some damn antibiotics. But you know how it's just hard. I don't think about going for myself, and I'm like, damn, I'm due.
It's a lot
And
of work though.
It is.
You
I
have
got
to
it.
call and schedule
Schedule.
it.
Yep.
Then you have to take care of get the kids all figured out. It's a lot
Yes.
of work.
It is.
And while I was there, I'm all, what else do we need to do? And
Just
luckily,
get done now.
my doctor was so cool. She's all, well, I'm like, do it all. Do it all because like I'm here.
Right?
Yeah.
My kids are being watched. Just do the whole thing.
Mhm.
But thank you guys. So I was
Yeah.
proud. It felt so good. I told Mark,
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel so good that that's done. I have peace of mind. Got my antibiotics for set.
Yeah, I need to go.
Yeah. Self-care.
I don't know. Kim, are you thinking too?
Oh, yeah, I got a ponder man. I will say I'm pretty proud of Cody and I for standing our ground. We're not the best sometimes at follow through, which is not great. But even though Tyler faked sick today, he didn't get to play with friends.
Yeah, it's hard.
That follow through. Nice job.
So we need to be, it's something we need to work on, but we did it.
It is hard.
Good job. It is. It is because we want our kids to be happy and have
Yeah.
fun. Sometimes it's harder for us if they
I
can't
know.
play with friends. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like they get that.
We were talking about that, me and Matt, the other day, because we're good at being like, hey, if you do this, you know, you don't get this. But then we start feeling bad. We're like, so can they earn it back? And we always do it because I
Same.
start
Yeah.
feeling bad, and I'm like,
know.
wait, this is not good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like they actually, I don't think they're learning.
Yeah.
When I take something away for like,
A minute.
a minute.
yeah, and then I'm like, well, if you do this, you can earn it.
Mhm.
And I will totally call you out, Cody, on this one because he will be like, you cannot play with friends all week. And I'm like,
Yeah,
nah,
yeah,
Oh.
rewind.
Right. Time out.
Let's say a day.
right.
Like, you're not going to do, and like the week of his birthday, I was like, come on. Like, make it something that you can
Follow
actually
through.
follow through. Like,
Yep.
Yep.
it can be for a day.
That was
Do not say the week.
Yes.
that was part of that video where she's like yelling at her kids in the back seat, and she's like, "Yeah, you guys are grounded." And he's like, "Yeah, no screen time all week." And she's like, "No,
Oh,
you can't do that."
That's right. Because that's going to make it harder on me.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's
Exactly.
like, he's like, "Okay, whatever your mom says." Yeah, today. Okay, yeah. No, it was so funny.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say.
Yes.
I was going to say, if I am distracted by something else other than my kids, like if I'm on my phone or if I am trying to get a project done, like I'm cleaning and like, in the muck, and then my kids, like something's going on and they need me, I do tend to be a little more snappy.
Yeah.
Yep, me too. 100%.
You know,
Okay.
when I'm like trying to do this.
Yeah.
So I have to like put myself in check, like, whoa, girl, they're your
Yeah.
number one priority. Drop what you're doing. You know what I mean? So I try to find the space to be distracted when they are in a space where I can be distracted. Does that, if that makes sense?
That's hard for me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, it's a lot of work. We're all doing this for the first time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I did pull both of Jack's teeth out.
Ooh.
Oh. Hey.
I know you like teeth.
Yeah,
I mean, that one today was just literally hanging. I was like, he just kept playing with it. And I was like, because he kept trying to pull it out. And he like, from the time he got in the car after school to by the time I finally got it out, he had been working on it. And he kept trying. And I was like, I can't handle this anymore. I was like, we got to pull this out. It like didn't take any effort.
Did it gross you out?
No.
Cool.
Molly wants details.
Just kind of like not clicked, you know?
Oh. I remember pulling my teeth and that like, I'd be like, yes. I was just like Tyler, like it'd be wiggly and I'd be like,
Yeah.
wig.
That's where he gets it from.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jack was working on it pretty good today. I was
Was he?
impressed. Yeah.
He probably would have gone
like
out of
twisting
bed.
it and stuff.
Oh yeah, he was doing all kinds of stuff, and then he goes, even when you say if I want to pull it out, I can't hear those words. He just like worked himself out, you know.
Yes.
He was so funny. I was like, well, what do you think we should remove it then? He was like, you can't say that either. He was so
Can't
funny.
say that either.
He was so funny.
Oh, that's cute.
That is so
That's
cute.
cute.
I don't
I
know.
love it.
Is that your proud moment?
I
It
don't
is a
know.
good moment. I haven't pulled out any of my kids' teeth. I always make
I've
Cody
pulled a
do
lot
it.
I've pulled a lot of them out.
Yeah, I've done all of them too.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
bet
I
you
bet
have.
Love it.
You're
I don't-
probably like, let me play with that for a minute.
I haven't pulled out one. Freya got all of hers.
Did she?
She will not let me. I am like the picker out of Mark and I.
Me
Like I'm
too.
like, ooh, is there something to get? Let me
Yeah.
just get it. So my kids usually won't go to me because they know. You know, like
Yeah.
wiggly tooth. My Freya's like, no, mom, no.
Yeah.
Or if there's like an owie, I'm like, here, let me like wash it. No, don't touch it, mom. Because I'm such a.
My kids
anyways.
call me a monkey because I scratch at their dry skin on their head.
Ew.
I've done that before.
I don't know why. That's I do it
If
often.
I see it, I'm like,
Yep.
get it.
I am not a picker.
Well, I try to scrub their heads really good. I'm like, ooh, get it. They're like,
I bet they like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one. I am really getting Ava ready for cheer. Some of the girls I like to put glitter in their hair and on their face and stuff,
Yeah.
and I'm totally anti
Yeah,
glitter.
you are.
because I really freaking hate glitter.
You do hate glitter.
I came down and got glitter from my nail stuff and sprinkled it all
Look
over her
at
hair and all over her face.
Oh.
We're proud of you too.
She was
Good
really, she's
job.
like, oh, Mom. She was like proud of me too. It was pretty funny.
That's cute.
Oh.
It's like, I didn't even ask you because I just figured you would say no.
Did you hate it?
Oh.
It wasn't as bad as I thought. And I didn't help her rinse her hair out. I was like, you're really going to have to scrub your head because it's like stuck to your skull. So, and I'm sure
I
there's
bet
probably
she
still some
loved
on there.
it. That's so cute.
I was
Love
also proud
glitter.
of doing the thing for Matt because I feel like a lot of
Yes.
times with parenthood, like I used to be so good at that,
Mm.
just little, and I'm sitting there thinking like, what's this big thing that I could do for him? I was like, it doesn't have to be big.
Right.
Like I was thinking of all these
Mhm.
things I could go buy him or go. I was like, have the kids decorate hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him a
That's cute.
couple of his favorite snacks.
I always think about going and decorating John's car, but now that he has a Tesla, it'll notify him that I'm in his car.
I just used to be like so good at that stuff. Like
Yeah.
always thinking of little things, like
Uh-huh.
showing that I love
Yeah.
and care for him. But
Yes.
Don't cry, Molly.
I'm going
It's
to.
okay.
She is. She's about to cry.
No,
It's
I
harder.
suck.
No, you just have more kids, more stuff
I
going
know.
on.
It's
I used to
true.
plan these little at-home dates. Like I set up a tent once, and I put up like glow-in-the-dark stars, and like we had a little camp out and stuff. And
Yeah.
I don't ever do anything like that anymore.
Oh.
It's harder when you have kids.
I know. That's why I was
Stop
like, okay,
it.
well,
Don't
I'm about
cry.
to start my period, so I'll cry about everything.
Oh.
bro.
It does just
I
get
think
put
I've
to the
almost
side
cried
for
like
a
4
little
times.
bit.
What?
It does get put to the
I
side.
know, and
like,
it shouldn't. It's like
No.
such an important thing.
In
It's
your
just a
relationship,
stage, though.
'cause it's-
Like, have you seen that saying where it's like you have your relationship before kids, during kids, and after kids,
Oh
yeah.
and how they
Yes.
change so
Mhm.
much?
yes.
Just like how we do, you know? We
Yeah.
So.
Mark and I talked the other day how, well, I told him how I was telling you guys, I just want to go and like hold your hand and
Yeah.
flirt.
Yeah.
And we do. We actually, Mark is so cute every day. He always finds a way to flirt with me, you know, and I love it and appreciate it so much. But, you know, just that dedicated time.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
non-interrupted.
really
and you
hard.
just get a date on a little vacation together, you know? And I remember doing like little baskets
Yeah.
and like getting his favorite treats and writing funny little notes and cute little thing. Like,
Well,
I
it's
haven't
not
done
even
that
like
in
to
ages.
him. It's like friends and
Mm.
even my kids, like doing little things for them. But it's like,
it's hard.
yeah, there's so much going on.
I know.
I had to get something.
it's-
I just grabbed something for St. Patrick's Day today.
I need
guys.
to do that too.
I tried to grab
Don't
like
forget.
some kind of.
I
shirt.
did grab little gold coins.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you get him a Herman's?
Yes. There was a lot.
I did see a lot of stuff.
I like.
I
the
know.
gold
They're like
yeah.
$11.
I was like,
were they? Yes.
Molly's like, did they? Were they?
I thought they were like 4 for $5 or something.
No, mine weren't.
Oh, I grabbed different
Maybe
ones.
I got ripped off.
I better hurry before they're gone.
Yeah. Anyway,
So yeah, that was a tangent.
I
that
wish I was-
didn't mean to cry
You know what?
about, but thank you. Period.
I do
Right?
feel like I was better with friends. I used to be
Mhm.
much better about remembering like all the things that was going on in everybody's lives, and I can't. My brain like has hit.
You're like
Capacity.
maxed out.
Capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually, John was entering something in the calendar, and I was like, oh my gosh, I am so thankful for the calendar on the phone, the different calendars we have set up. We have one for each kid. We have one for him. We have one for our family. And like just to see every day what's going on. Otherwise, I don't think I could keep anything under control right now.
Yeah.
I can't remember anything.
Oh, I can either. Today I panicked thinking it was Tyler's birthday. I'm all, is today his actual birthday?
Yeah.
Is that why he's home?
No, you just
Oh,
fixed
Like I was like, Just fixed it.
Yeah,
It's too hard to remember all the things.
I guess
It
that's
is.
part of like losing yourself.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
that was
that's a
something
part.
I was good at,
Mhm.
Right.
but I did it.
Should we have a
Once.
cry break?
No. We all cry.
I need to go cry.
Gosh, my period. Why am I the crier? Why am I the crier of the group?
I love
It's
it.
my damn period.
I haven't had a good cry in a while.
Me neither.
I'm
You can
due.
do it. I dare you.
I'm very much I'm a private crier.
I
I will
am
cry
too.
by myself.
I am
I'm
too.
like, "Ugh."
I can
am
be a
too.
very quiet crier too. I used to be really, when I get angry or frustrated, I cry too.
Yeah.
But like John and I would be really upset and he would never know. I would just kind of look out the window and I would just like casually
I
wipe my
don't-
tears.
I don't love.
Yeah.
I don't
Playing a
love
sad
crying in
song.
public, and I wish I didn't. It's just my hormones. Are
happens.
just, yeah,
Well, sometimes I
It's
feel
great.
guilty for
Well,
not crying.
they like
Same. Like I'm like,
Like, I should
they
cry.
water up, and then
Now's
if
the
people
time.
notice
Yeah. What? I've never noticed.
that it's, somebody calls me out, that I cry
Sorry.
all the way.
Sorry.
I know, right? That's what Ashley always calls her. I'm always like, I'm not gonna say anything. And now she's like, well, are you gonna cry?
You gotta cry.
I've called her out like
I
twice.
dare you.
This is like the second time I've called her out.
I dare you.
No,
I
normally
see those tears.
it's normally
right?
no. She's normally like, well, now I'm crying. I'm like, I noticed. That's it. That's normally what it is. I don't usually call her out.
I know. It's always
She
in a
usually
sweet-
says
it's in a
something
sweet way if
first.
you
No,
do, though.
I'm all
It's
in
always
it, like,
sweet.
When anything happens that's bad, I'm like usually good at holding emotions until somebody does something extra nice
yes,
or like hugs me.
Mm.
Then I
Yeah.
just lose it.
Like, great.
I
Yeah,
can see that.
like when I told you guys, I was like, don't
Don't hug me.
Yes.
don't hug me, don't say anything extra nice,
Right?
Don't be nicer than normal, and we'll be good.
Right?
One I was trying to chest
And
bump
they
you.
were all like,
Right?
I kind of want to.
Yeah, I was like, nope, no hugging.
I'm always
great.
just really awkward. I'm like, I don't know if you want to hug. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's just when people show that extra.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
When people show their love to me, I can't handle it. I think I was at church and somebody wanted to make us dinner one time, and I just cried right there. And it was a dude, and I think he was like,
Weird.
right?
we're gonna get you. We're gonna get you a pass to the
pizza.
house. Yeah,
Pizza.
See, it's not something I love about myself. I'm
No,
not
I
gonna
think
lie.
it's
I think it's
Yeah,
sweet.
I do too.
I think it's endearing.
I wish I cried a little
Yeah.
bit more. Sometimes I really like I feel guilty. Like, oh, I should like shed a tear or two right now. I should show a little emotion. Instead, I'm just like totally like, cool.
You're just dead inside.
Yeah.
RBF over there.
Yeah. No, like someone's died and I'm like, oh, that's like really terrible. And I feel it, but like,
Right.
no. Or like saying goodbye to my mom, I would always feel bad because I wouldn't cry. Like, and I knew it would be a long time before I saw her or something. And
Yeah.
she'd be like bawling and I'm like, I love you. Like, I'm going to miss you. But then, like nothing. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? Where's the emotion? You know?
Just keep it.
I've got it all for you. I've got all the tears for you.
Go see Molly. She'll cry for me.
She'll cry for me.
Your tears are across the street.
I feel it. I do.
Oh yeah.
The tears just don't come.
Yeah.
Until they do, and then it's unstoppable. I don't know. It's either one or the other. I like to cry in the shower. Like I'll go have my cry fits in the shower.
Or the car. I feel
The
like
car.
cars
Oh, I
are
love
good.
Yeah.
If
ones.
I'm alone
Cry's
and I don't
good.
have to like
Car cry.
I
Yeah,
think the
those
car
are
is
good.
that's my spot.
Yeah.
Shower, I'm still kind of interrupted, you know.
no,
you, Mom.
I'll lock my bedroom door. Get the F out.
Right?
Sometimes I feel like car cries are not very safe.
Yeah,
Why?
I've seen people crying in their
No,
car
you
before.
get like all
That's true.
Oh, well, like
watery-eyed.
I'm
You're like,
usually parked.
oh,
Oh no,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
driving.
You're driving.
Usually we'll drive too.
I usually park with a nice view.
I know.
She's like at the makeout spot.
The people are like, we need to get
high
out of
schoolers
here.
are like,
Damn,
what the
yeah.
hell's going
What's
on?
wrong with her? Like, wrong place, lady.
That's awesome.
That took a turn.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it did. Now that everyone's cried.
Right?
Nope.
Oh,
I haven't.
nope, just me.
Just Molly. Just
Grab an onion. Let's grab it.
I will cry.
Wrap
I
it
hate
up.
those.
I know.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, let us know. Instagram is the best way to reach us.
Yes.
And YouTube,
Yes. Subscribe.
follow, subscribe.
1,000
Get that music
followers
video.
equals music
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
You guys could even pick the song.
It's true.
Oh.
We'll do a vote on
Oops.
Instagram.
Yeah,
Did it again.
That will not be it.
that would be it.
You don't want to wear that little schoolgirl outfit?
Yeah.
Molly. Does she wear
No,
pigtails?
no. She does the. Wait, is that the oops I did again? It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the oops. What's the one with the red? Yeah, pigtails, schoolgirl
Same-
outfit.
That's the same video, just different outfits, right?
With the red
Yeah.
leather
No,
one?
the red leather one's a
that
different
one's
one.
a different one, I think.
That one's
Baby.
I don't know. My
Fun.
Britney video is good enough, I
Shit.
guess.
Okay, wrap
All
it
right.
up.
Yep.
All right, guys.
line it up.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Line it up. Love you.